What is going on, guys? I hope everybody's having a good day today. The start of training camp for the second week has started today. I hope everyone's having a good time. I know it's been last week was kind of a crazy week, and now we're going to be getting pads on tomorrow, which is pretty cool. So I want to do a quick stream today, just go over some of the news, obviously a Q&A for some of you guys that have questions. Carson Wentz, obviously 5 to 12 weeks. Could be trading for a quarterback. I don't know. But, obviously the Eagles are not getting that first-round pick. I'm good with 2 firsts and 2 seconds. And guys got to remember, there could be trades next year for guys that can't stay healthy. Maybe they could trade Brandon Brooks next year. They could trade a couple guys. Don't be surprised if they trade some veterans next year. Brandon Brooks already has a hamstring injury. And if he does not play significant amount of snaps this year, you could see some trades and get some more picks for next year. So you really don't know, but let's see what happens. It's gonna be kind of crazy. Appreciate everybody being here today. I have an update for the channel, guys. I took away all the moderators. I think. I'm not going to have any moderators at all whatsoever because somebody has been blocking everybody, and it's not right. And it's not right at all. You become a moderator for the channel, you watch out for the chat. It's a no racist stuff, no political stuff, and it's a shame that somebody ruined it for everybody. So I'm going to be very selective on very, very selective on wrenches now. And shout out to some of you guys that have had wrenches. I do appreciate you supporting, and I apologize, but somebody has been blocking. I had to delete over 80 to 100 something people of moderators, and there was over 120 people that were blocked on my channel, probably for a long time. So it's probably someone well known, and it's a shame that someone's got to block everybody. But I don't want to get straight into it. I will mention a couple guys. I will mention it later on during the stream today. We're gonna go for a bit, and that's pretty much it. So let's see. AK9 says, "Told you the injury bug loves us." Yeah, it seems like it. It seems like it. That's what happens. Robert Reno says Wentz could miss 3 games. Cold start 0-3, and then we would play every game after that. They would end up bad, and we get a higher first round point as we don't yet how long he's out. I don't think he's back for I don't think he's there the whole year. I don't think he comes back. If it's after week 10, week 11, it's done. I mean, the Eagles don't get a first round pick. That's just what happens, unfortunately. So I don't think that's going to happen. I think, he's going to play a few games maybe next year. Maybe not even that. So it should be interesting. Got Jalen Hurts. What's going on, man? Mufasa says these are serious injuries, though. I mean, besides like Brooks with the hamstring, an MCL sprain to Devontae Smith. That one has scared me a little bit. I heard they were putting him at punt returns this week. Not right, not good, not right. Don't know why, but an MCL. I mean, I don't get it. Like, this guy played his butt off for Alabama. All these plays that he was catching balls in traffic, he was running into guys, and he comes to the NFL just for practices without pads on, and this happens. It just, to me, it makes no sense. You know what I mean? To me, it makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. So, Sonic, what's going up, man? Mullins 80, what's going on, bro? DJ Forbes says Wentz will miss 5 weeks. He's going to miss more than 5 weeks. He's definitely going to miss more than 5 weeks. No, there's no way. Wolf's Ghost, what's going on, bro? Mark G says, what up, Shakes? Too early to panic, but the broken record is annoying as hell. Let's hope everyone is healthy within 2 weeks. And I hope so. I think we need everybody to be healthy I want to see preseason. When the Eagles are being too cautious with players like Brandon Brooks, he got a hamstring, so they might not even play him the rest of this season. Like, this offseason, it's, for preseason, all that stuff. Like, it kind of worries me. It's like these guys have to play. Like, there's only 3 preseason games. Let these guys go in and just let them play. It makes no sense, like, to be too cautious. Then he's not practicing enough, and he's not, getting hit enough during practice. And then by the time he gets to a game, he gets hurt. You know what I mean? Because you're sitting these guys out for too long. I understand why you're doing it, but they got to be a little bit physical during practice before these games because it's a huge thing. You know what I mean? Jalen Hurts says, question, Jalen Hurts' throw percentage this year, my guess 65%. What do you think? Honestly, I don't even care about his stats, man. All I care about is, he's in the pocket. He goes through his progressions, through his reads. He doesn't fumble the football. He doesn't throw picks. Like, all he has to do to me is it really takes the eye test. Like, as long as he looks capable to be a starting quarterback, I'm totally fine with it. You know what I mean? It's going to take a little bit of time. I don't know if it's going to be a hot start, a slow start with him. I mean, he's had up and down days. I mean, the defense has been playing pretty well at camp, but is the defense playing that good, or is the offense actually that bad? So those are the two questions you pretty much have. You know what I mean? Charles Dad, Shake Squad, what's going on, man? Charles Dad says like the Moses of the Moses of YouTube. Eagles Slayer 95, what's going on, bro? Mullins says, don't blame you for taking them. I know several that happened too. Yeah. So by the way, guys, moderators are done. I had to unblock so many people that were blocked from this channel the past 2 days, over 150 people, which is not right. So obviously somebody's abusing someone's actually abusing what they're doing, and it's not right. It's not right. I don't like that. So I'll be giving out wrenches, but I'm not going crazy like I have been doing. I do that for people that want to be a part of the channel, but somebody had to ruin it for everybody. Ohana Means says we maybe still could get the first. We have to take consideration the 3 preseason games. He'll try and come back as soon as possible. He'll probably get injured again due to rushing it. Probably, because every time Carson Wentz every time he makes a decision on his own, that's what happens. Unfortunately, and it's not right. You know what I mean? He never makes the right decision, so he might be out more than 5 weeks. If he comes back between like week 5 to week 8, we might have a chance. But if he's here by week 10, 11, I don't even know if there's going to be a chance for that. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Taylor Walker Devine says, does the 70-75% count include playoffs? I don't know, but I don't think so. I think it's the regular season. I'm not sure. Someone's going to check up with me on how much percentage that Carson Wentz needs to play. I know it's 75%, but does that count playoffs? I don't know. I don't think so. So, Philly the podcast, what's going on, man? If you guys haven't subscribed to his channel, he is the Eagles content creator. He's having a big stream at Lord Brunson, RB, Philly 500. They're going to have a big stream tonight at 8 o'clock. Go to his channel and check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to watch. I have some stuff to do. I'll be running around the house, so I would love to go, but I can't, unfortunately. But Mufasa says, Wentz definitely missing more than 3 to 5 weeks. Vino says, I hope we don't make the same mistake we haven't made with D-Jax to Smith. No, I don't think so. His injury was abdominal, so it was different. You know what I mean? It was more abdominal. But I understand where you're coming from with the question. So, Jalen Hurts is Devonta Smith amount of yards for the season. I mean, look, he has like 1,100 yards. I'll be really happy. Really, he has over 1,000 yards. I'll still be happy. We haven't had a 1,000-yard receiver since Jeremy Maclin. It's been a while. You know what I mean? So. Daniel says, do you think the Eagles will trade or sign anybody else right now? I don't know. It depends with injuries with other teams around the league. Like, maybe Dillard could get traded somewhere. Maybe Derek Barnett. I wouldn't really mind a Derek Barnett trade at all. Josh Sweat is probably the best player at camp right now. Josh Sweat is the best player at camp as of right now. So it should be a lot of fun. Sonic says, Crybaby Wentz is Carson Wentz's new name. Pretty much, man. Robbie Gravino says Silver Lining Watkins will get a starter looks camp preseason. Also Kerrigan hurt, unsure how long. Guys like Teron Jackson will get more opportunity. I'm excited for Milton Williams and Teron Jackson, some of these guys to step up. You know what I mean? Like by next year in 2022, like Derek Barnett, Josh Sweat, and BG could be gone. You lose 3 defensive ends. Hopefully BG comes back. If he plays well, he comes back on like a minimum 1-year deal, and Derek Barnett will be gone, and hopefully you'll re-sign Josh Sweat. He hasn't really been playing that well the past few. He's been playing good, but he's not playing Pro Bowl like the past few years. But maybe he won't be as expensive. So, Ohana Stanley says, I respect Wentz as a person. He does a lot of great things off the field. I just don't respect him as a player and competitor for what he did after the Green Bay game. And I agree with that 100%. I don't care what the front office has done to Carson Wentz and what has happened. I think it comes down to, if your quarterback is his mentality is not in Philadelphia, he's got to go. I mean, it had to happen. That's why this trade worked out so well, because now it's like how we saw the future. You know what I mean? Like, you pretty much got a high second round pick for Carson Wentz that has only had one good season, I'd have to say. That's pretty much what it is right now. And yeah, it's a steal trade with that pick. That's why they put that. That's why Howie put that in the trade, because if he gets hurt, then at least they know they will get a second-round pick off of it, and could be a high second-round pick. So it's like Howie Roseman saw this immediately. Like, you know what I mean? So kind of crazy when you think about it. Dan Newman says, what up, Shakes? Do you think the Eagles will sign or trade anybody before the season starts? Like I said, Derek Barnett could be a trade. Andre Dillard could be a trade. Could happen. But other than that, signing-wise, they might, for more bodies, who knows? I don't know. But I think trading, they could. They have a chance to trade a couple guys if something happens. DJ Forbes says, do you give Wentz credit for that Super Bowl or no? Oh, 100% I do. That whole season involved everybody. Like, this is the one thing, like, Carson Wentz, like, he paved the way for Nick Foles. Did a fantastic job. Like, there's nothing I hate. I don't hate Carson Wentz when it comes to that year. He did all he could. He paved the way for Nick Foles, because who knows if Nick Foles was a starting quarterback in 2017, and Nick Foles has never really had a full, healthy year. So I don't think he's ever had a full healthy year ever in his career. So it's interesting that you asked the question, but no, I give Wentz a lot of credit for that Super Bowl year. Everybody's involved in that, not just Nick Foles. Mufasa, I like finally see Taylor at linebacker and see what he could turn into. Definitely. I mean, the game has slowed down for him, so it's all about Jonathan Gann maximizing all the production. Watch out for T.J. Edwards as well. Seems like some of these guys, linebacker's not necessarily a weakness. I think it's more of an unknown. It's more of an unknown right now just because, it's Jim Schwartz didn't know how to develop. Development's what we're having an issue with. We have a problem with drafting, then we have a problem with developing. It's a problem, guys, and it's got to get better. It's just got to get better. ODG at there alone says, so we can't really be mad since we want them playing hard. Devonta Smith just got an injury. He going back. What I'm hearing is MCL sprain ain't that bad. 2-3 weeks MCL sprain. No, it's not bad at all. But I'm just tired of these little injuries, like an MCL for trying to catch a ball. Like, it's just crazy. I mean, thank God it's only a sprain. He misses a few weeks, but, I want Devontae Smith to be ready for week 1 of the season and to be on point week 1 of the season. That's all I care about. Just want to make sure that connection is fine, you know what I mean? Mark G says, have a good feeling about Hurts in the system with the players around him, especially O-line, wide receiver, running back, stay healthy. Yeah, the offensive line stays healthy. Miles Sanders is going to have a big year. These running backs are going to have a big year. And we're probably going to keep 4 or 5 running backs this year. So Jason Huntley is turning heads right now, which is kind of crazy. Not really hearing much from Kenneth Gainwell. A little bit of Boston Scott. Jordan Howard's having a fantastic camp. So it's going to be, it's going to get real interesting. It really is. Joseph Vega, what's going on, man? What's up with my wrench? You know damn well I'm not going. No, I just said this before the stream. I had to take everybody's wrenches. I literally just pressed X on everything. I had over 150 people blocked on this channel. Okay, people were blocked. Over 150 people. I have moderators that are blocking people. So what I'm doing is I'm just refreshing the whole thing. I'm refreshing the whole thing, and I'm going to be giving wrenches out in the next couple days. But right now, I'm just keeping it empty. I need to see if this worked, that there's no mods right now. This way, I could do a fresh restart. It's nothing against anybody, and I apologize, but somebody just abused it a lot. And it's probably 1 or 2 people, but one person really blocked a lot of people. It's unfortunate, and I apologize. But you guys will have wrenches soon, I promise. Because I heard Wentz has had his foot issue since possibly high school. Yeah, that's what I heard today. Carson Wentz had this issue during high school. We didn't even know about this when drafting him. I don't know if he had a foot injury with us, though. I don't think that happened. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I don't think that happened, and this is gonna be insane. Like the bad luck, and look, Nick Foles had his press conference today with the Bears because they asked him, and he seems like he's pretty confident he's going to get traded. I mean, he didn't say it, but I think he's ready for a trade. He's ready to go to. He kind of like made a statement about who he is as a quarterback now, and kind of like said all this stuff. So it's going to be really interesting because it seems like Frank Reich could call Nick Foles. It could happen. If that happens, Carson might as well retire. Like it's just nuts as of right now. It's just nuts. We got a super chat from Soleil out there. Thank you very much, Mace. I didn't think he was going to play 70% anyway. I mean, there were fans out there that didn't think that, but I thought, why not? You know what I mean? Like, I thought, why not? He got banged up obviously last year. He got hit so many times last year, so I figured he got a lot of rest. He was going to be good this year. He was fine, but didn't happen. You know what I mean? So we got Fred Jones says, "What's up? Sending you love, brother, from Charlotte, North Carolina. Go Birds, go Birds." Thank you, Fred, for everything, man. Thank you for the support, Fred. Northern 5, Joey Shakes. What's up, my guy? What you doing, bro? Hope you're having a good day today. Joseph Vegas says Carson Wentz had a Lisfranc injury. He's done for the season. He heard a pop done. Jeffrey missed more than a year, and Cam missed the whole season. And Jalen Mills had it too. If you remember, Jalen Mills had the same Lisfranc as well. He missed a season and a half. So that's what I'm saying. Like 5 to 12 weeks. Like I think it's the whole season. I don't think he's coming back. He's going to try to come back, but what's he going to? He's going to just ruin his body. Like he's never going to get 100% fully. He's never going to get fully healthy. I mean, that's just what it is. Rich MC, what's going on? Cam Newton, Tyson Hill, Jake Locker all had Lisfranc injuries. Yep. Jadis Young, what's going on, man? NFC East Beast says, often injured Eagles. I'm visiting my win total to 5 from 7. 5 games? No. Too early, bro. Too early. Got Lindy Endzone in the building. What's going on, man? If you guys haven't subscribed to Lindy Endzone, he does cover the Philadelphia Eagles, and he is a Mavericks fan, so please don't yell at him. So go to his channel. I appreciate it. Give him support. One of my good buddies on here makes some really good videos. Jay Shook says, "What's up, Shakes? I don't like the Cowboys, but how long is he out for?" Who's that? Who? Devontae? I mean, he's out 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks with the MCL sprain. Thomas Bryce says, "Do you think we're going to see fights now? Training camp is going to be more physical and all competition for a roster spot?" Hey, look, if it happens, then it happens. It is what it is. You know what I mean? If it happens, then sure. I mean, I'm not against it or whatever. I mean, if that's, I mean, look, we have a lot of young guys, so it could happen. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. I mean, we'll see what happens. Should be fun, though. Margie said, "What up, Fred? Was at Lake Wild a couple weeks ago. Awesome place." Robert Grillo says, "Essentially, Wentz number 6 and number 6 for Devonta Smith, a first next year and a second next year." Pretty much like when you trade back from 6 to 12, you end up giving away a third to the Cowboys. You get your first round pick from the Dolphins, and you get a second round pick. You get a second round pick in this Carson Wentz trade now. So really, it's not a bad trade. I think this is why Howie Roseman did this. Howie Roseman's best trait is his trades. It is. His trades are always great. His trades never fail. And he made sure that there was some insurance with this trade to Carson Wentz that, if he gets hurt, we're still going to get a good pick regardless. That is the plan of what's happening. So that's what I'm hoping. And Howie Roseman did the right thing. Got Kevo 2 first, 2 seconds, and 2/3 round picks still fire. I think it's fantastic. The one thing we have to make sure that happens this year is that Jalen Hurts is the quarterback. That he is the right quarterback. Let me turn it down. Jalen Hurts is sometimes my settings are so different on here. I don't know why. Jalen Hurts has got to be the future quarterback. I mean, that's what we have to see because one of those first round picks is going to be gone. You have to trade that to a team, and it's going to be unfortunate. You know what I mean? So, kind of crazy, but it is what it is. Rich is not a mod now. People in the chat post your comments again. Super chat change the order. To just talk about this again, I deleted all the moderators. People have been blocking. I had over 150 people I had to unblock today. The past 2 days, actually, because people have been using that and blocking people. So I just reset everything. I will give out wrenches day by day, but I'm going very slow with it. I'm not going fast with it, and not everybody is going to have a mod because people are blocking people. It's not right. Yeah, that's what's going on. Philly Girl, what's going on? How's everything going? Notify says, yeah, it's okay. That's for appreciate it. How about you? What I miss? Nothing much, man. We're going over camp. We're going over Carson Wentz. What's going on with his injuries? Devontae Smith. It just keeps going on. Ryan Rowe, what's going on, man? J.S. Young says, I know I don't like the Cowboys, but how long is Dak Prescott out for? Sorry about that. I don't know. I mean, they're gonna he'll be fine by the start of the season, but his right shoulder, his throwing arm, I don't know. It's going to really depend on how he's able to throw the football because that's going to affect a lot of things. It's already enough he's coming off of an ACL, a really bad ACL, but at the same time, it's going to be interesting. Tonic said, I knew that drafting a QB from North Korea would have been a bad idea. Yeah. Charles Queen said, what up, Joey? Crazy day, huh? It's been a crazy day. It has. I didn't think I was going to make this many videos, 3 videos in one day. I haven't done that in a while. Rich Gypsy says, Devon Smith, Kerrigan injuries are really affecting my 17 regular season prediction. Kerrigan got injured too? Well, what does Kerrigan have? What does Kerrigan have? Commissar, I can't believe Wentz is injured. Poor guy. I guess. Yeah, I mean, I didn't want him injured, so. Jerry says your mic volume is too high. It's still high? It shouldn't be that high. Frostwhite, he said, the friend who is the fan of the Eagles said Wentz is not injured. He intentionally hurt himself so we don't get the second. Yeah, right. That's what people want you to think. Jalen Hurts says Josh Sweat sack. Josh Sweat is the best player in camp right now. 100%. Best player in camp. Fantastic. I think it's great. We got a super chat from Rylan Yancey. Says, my man Joey, missed your last few streams, man. Glad I caught one. I'm here at work. Hope all is well. Fly goes fly. Hashtag Ertz here to stay. Really? Is Ertz really here to stay? I mean, it seems like it, but I still don't believe it. I'm telling you right now, I'm still putting a bet on everybody right now. I should just do a bet with all the subscribers of what I should do. Throw 12 eggs in my face. I don't know what it is, but I don't think Zach Ertz is going to be here, guys. I don't care what they say. They could say, oh, he's going to be here, he's going to practice. No, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen at all. So, Eagle Slayer says hand injury for Kerrigan. Oh, my God. Did that news come out real late? Because I didn't even hear that at all. Mark said, have you heard Kerrigan has not been impressing at camp? Howard seems to be impressing more than him in good physical shape. Carry on. Yeah, it seems like Carry on is not. I haven't heard much on Carry on, but I'm hearing Jordan Howard he's got a chip on his shoulder. He had a free agency. He had no interest in free agency. It was a dry free agency for Jordan Howard. It was a dry free agency. So at this point, you know what I mean? It's I don't know what's going to happen. Jordan Howard is I want Jordan Howard to make this team. I love Jordan Howard. I've loved him I loved him before he was an Eagle. I loved him after he was an Eagle. It doesn't matter. I think when he gets that second level, he is a force to be reckoned with. When he gets that second level, and gets that contact, he gets the extra 7 to 10 yards, maybe more. He's a beast. I mean, people have to prepare for this backfield. This run game could save us. It really could. But this offensive line, if they stay healthy, which is really hard to do right now, it's kind of going crazy right now. So if Carson's getting paid whether he plays or not, just take another year off and heal and come back next season just to have a different injury. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He might as well just sit out the whole year. Just say, you know what, let me just sit out the whole year. But that's not the guy. He likes to play hero ball. That's the kind of person he is. That's just what he is. It's what he is. It's a pain, though. Thomas Bryce, supposedly Tyree Jackson's having a good camp. What are your thoughts on him, and do you think he'll make the roster? With Zach Ertz apparently going to be here, I would like one of these other guys to make it. I would like them to develop a third-string tight end, whether it's Jack Stahl, whether it's Jason Krug, Caleb Wilson, Hakeem Butler. If it's Tyree Jackson, why not? I heard he had a couple good catches, between this week, this week and last week. So I mean, it's just it's unfortunate. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate right now. Dragon Friday says, imagine accepting a trade for North Dakota State QB wouldn't be me. And these injuries will be fine. Let's get these TikTok injuries out now rather than mid-season, right? Daily Harvard says, hey, Joey, bummed we won't get a first-round pick, but it is what it is. That's what I'm saying. It is what it is. It's not like we're still not getting anything out of it. Just think about it. We're getting a high second-round pick a high second-round pick for a one-year wonder quarterback. And that's what it is. As of right now, that's what he is right now. So, where are you hiding? What's going on, man? It says, hashtag Colts equals hashtag fleeced. Yeah, they got fleeced. They got fleeced. I mean, Frank Reich, I can't imagine how he's feeling about it. I really can't imagine at all. Joe Max says, Joey, has Howie earned another GM contract for the Wentz trade? That Hurts pick is looking more and more better now with Wentz being hurt again. I don't think he has, no, because they didn't build around Carson Wentz the right way, even after the Super Bowl. Never did anything around. Like, they're building around Jalen Hurts right now. I don't really give Howie too much credit. Maybe a little bit for the trade, but at the end of the day, like, how did it come to this? And, did they do right by him in early, after the Super Bowl year? Not really. I think they're building around Jalen Hurts the way they should have done with Carson Wentz. That's just the truth. You know what I mean? Jalen Hurts says, which team is, definite win this season? Jets, Giants. Who do you think? A definite win. I mean, the Giants look good on paper. The Jets look good on paper as well with a new quarterback. A new coach in Robert Saleh. Like, I think the Jets will have an okay year. Do I think they're winning the division? No, I think the Bills are winning the division. But I think the Giants. The Giants have a better chance in a bad division, including them. So that's just the case. I mean, the Jets are just in a better division. Sergeant Howell points to Josh Sweat is the real deal. He's going to get double-digit sacks by week 8. He's quick. I hope he does. I think he's the best player at camp right now. The best player at camp. The best player. Commissar said, I don't care if Ertz is here or not. It is what it is. And, yeah, I mean, well, I do care. I care. No, you should care, actually. I was about to say, no, you should. You don't have to care. You should care. He's $12 million against the cap. You get $8.5 million if you trade or release him. You should care. You should care about it. Daniel Harris says, I think Ertz gets traded. Eagles are trying to build up his value, and I hope he does. I don't want to wait till week 9 to trade him. I want to trade him now. I want to trade him right now. Joe Young said, I agree with you, Joey. He's not standing out. He's not standing out to Zach Ertz. Margie said, I hope Howard makes it love him. I think he will. DJ Forbes, the sources say that it is not a Lynch Frank injury for Wentz as a top foot. It's a broken bone he has since high school. Reports say Colts plan to rehab for 2-3 weeks, and if he does well, he'll play in week 1. We'll see what happens. Hey, if it works out, it works out. Maybe the surgery will be a success, and maybe he'll heal quicker, and maybe he'll be ready. I mean, the foot's it's a big injury because you're putting pressure on your foot. It doesn't matter. Like you always have pressure on your foot when you're walking around. When it doesn't matter. It's just there's nothing around it. Nate says, is it true that Devonta Smith has struggled to get out of press, man? No, dude. We haven't even hit pads yet. Like, the first week of practice is good, but at the same time, it's like they got no pads. They're not hitting anybody. There's no real competition. It's just it's not real competition. It's really just finding your stride and seeing how the chemistry is and getting your mechanics right as a receiver or a quarterback or whatever position. Joseph Vegas says, Joey, he was the only here to build up the draft stock. Will be traded before trade deadline halfway through the season. What's up with Taron Jackson? Talk about him, bro. 6'7". 6'7". I didn't know he was 6'7", but hey, it is what it is. I mean, do they still free up $8.5 million if they trade him in week 9? That's the question. I feel like they're not. I don't feel like they are going to get that much money back. I don't know if it counts or it doesn't count. I have to, check it up. What's up? People says Howard used to be a top running back, and he used to, yeah. He used to be in the passing game to the Bears before Tariq Cohen got there and became pretty much every down back, and Jordan Howard became the finisher. I mean, I had to give Doug credit. He put him, Mike Grove put, Jordan Howard in the passing game and everything. I mean, especially in that Green Bay game, he lit it up. The Chicago game, he was fired up for that game as well that year. So, Sergeant Hall points that Jordan Howard is still better than Miles Sanders. Prove me wrong. They're two different backs. They're both great, but Richie MC said Frank Reich should bring a band back again. Dougie P, Quincy, QB Foles, Blunt, Jeffrey, Elliott. Yeah, might as well at this point, right? Daniel Garver says Howard is a beast. We got 120 people in the chat, guys. Appreciate everybody being here today. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe. We cover Eagles news all year round. Guys, haven't liked the stream, please like the stream, guys. And I just wanted to announce that I did take away moderators, all the moderators. I'm going to be giving wrenches back. People have been abusing it and blocking. I had to unblock 150 people. And people actually messaged me and said, I was blocked. And I said, wow, really? So there was a lot of people that were blocked. So I apologize. It wasn't my fault. Someone else did it. Somebody abused it, unfortunately. So appreciate everybody that likes the stream and obviously subscribes. You go over everything every single day. I mean, we're busy. So Philly Shakedown Podcast with Philly 500 every Saturday. This Saturday at 9 p.m. will be on my channel, on this channel. Check that out. King Rolex, what's going on, man? Dillard's getting destroyed in camp. Mulata should be left tackle 1 and trade Dillard, to be honest. Yeah, I think Dillard had his press conference today, and he's like, oh, I'm trying to get better. He's struggling, guys. I mean, Dillard is struggling. What do you do? Don't know. Cross-train him, put him in another position. I have no idea. They need to do something, though. I don't know what it's going to be, but they got to try to do something. Not sure what they're going to do, but something's got to get done. Definitely. It's unfortunate. Viclops X-Men said, Colts quarterback controversy. I'm calling to hit up the likes. Appreciate it, man. I think they're either going to trade for Nick Foles, they stick with Easton, or they have what, Brett Hundley there. They have Brett Hundley there as well. So I mean, that's all they have. So I think trading for Nick Foles is probably their best bet. But the Bears are going to up the ante on that because I think Nick Foles could take them. If Frank Reich is with Nick Foles, I think something special could happen with that team this year. I think so. It's because of the Super Bowl. It's because he knows how to use them. Those RPOs with that offensive line and those wide receivers he has over there and that running back he has over there. He's got a lot of weapons. Robert Gravilla says, Gainwell is no lock to make this team, but hoping he does. I hope he does too, but Jason Huntley is turning heads at camp as well. The running back room is going to be interesting. I mean, I don't think Kenneth Gainwell will be the odd man out. I hope not. But, hey, if however it turns out, it turns out. If I'm not impressed, I'm not impressed. It is what it is. So we'll see. We'll see. It should be interesting. We got Where You Hide, man, with Super Chat. Appreciate it, man. It says if the Colts finish with a bad record, it will almost be as beneficial as a first-round pick. Watch, I'm not leaning on the first-round pick. I'm not leaning on it either. And if you guys haven't subscribed to Where You Hide, and go to his YouTube channel. He covers the Eagles and has a great channel. And it does not stray away from telling you the truth. Trust me on that. So much love to your channel, man. You get a high second-round pick that could happen. You know what I mean? So you're pretty much getting a quarter. You traded a quarterback that did well for 1 year, and you're getting a high second-round pick for it. It's not like he's won 2 Super Bowls for us that he's leaving. You know what I mean? It's a totally different story right now. Totally different story. But I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, bro. Tim Will says the injury bug makes perfect sense to me. To me, the Eagles sold their future to the devil for that Super Bowl, and now they're paying for it. It's really not they sold their future. They didn't sell any future. I mean, look, at the end of the day, that Super Bowl, they didn't spend much. I mean, look, they were in cap hell that year as well, but at the same time, they signed free agents to no money. Like, they signed a lot of free agents for on the cheap, and every free agent produced. Every player produced. Every first, second, third string player produced on that roster. Okay, and obviously Frank Reich was the brains of that offense, and Jim Schwartz just did well. I mean, I think Carson had good quarterback coaches around him, and he had a nice little room around him while going into this whole thing. So, really, at the end of the day, I don't think we're paying for anything. I think we're paying for Doug Peterson's mistakes and Howie Roseman's mistakes on drafting, and not even just that, but there's no development in these draft picks, and that's why you have to restructure every single year. We have to restructure from $70 million this year. It's crazy. It's just absolutely insane. We got Nautica 5, man, as a new YouTube member. Welcome to the Shake Squad Army, bro. Appreciate it, man. You're going to enjoy it here. I've actually updated some of the memberships as well. They're doing some new things this year. Haven't done anything yet, but I got some plans for the next couple of weeks. So appreciate it, bro. Much love, man. Nautica 5. Been here a while. Always supports. Danny says Colts have a very good team. They just need a QB. That's pretty much it. Dragonfire said, I think you could call Wentz inconsistent now. It's been the same thing since 2017. Either it's an injury or he's playing bad. Look, since that first game, the first game to the 2020 season, I called out Carson Wentz, and half of everybody took a stab at me and said I was wrong, said give it another game. I said there's something wrong with Carson Wentz. There's something wrong with Doug Peterson because we were up, 17 nothing at half against Washington, and then when they came back and we didn't score a point after that or whatever it was, I mean, that's how embarrassing it was. It was that embarrassing. And I said there was something wrong. You know, and if I see, look, guys, this channel is great because when I see something, I say it. I'm not afraid to say it. I don't care how much flack I get from people. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm straight up with what I see. And if I see that something is wrong, yeah, I'm going to say something about it. It is what it is. J.S. Chuck says, are you watching the Hall of Fame game, and who are you rooting for, Cowboys or Steelers? Well, of course, the Steelers. But me and Philly 500 are probably going to be streaming that game just to get our feet wet with the streaming and stuff like that. So we're going to be streaming that game just to, just hang out and just watch. And, that's pretty much it. So that's what we're going to do. That's the plan. Commodore says, saying, bro, if Foles gets traded to the Colts, that would be hilarious. I feel bad for Wentz, but the whole thing is funny. It is funny because it just seems like now it seems like it's funny because now it just seems like Wentz is he just can't get away from Nick. He just can't get away from his own shadow. You know what I mean? Like he's like, how many more years are you going to be injured and injured and injured and injured? He's got a Super Bowl. He's got a Super Bowl ring that he definitely deserved, but obviously he felt that he should have played, and it is what it is. Like it happened. Matt Weeks says, honestly, Wentz being injured isn't shocking to me. We definitely dodged a bullet by trading him. Also, love seeing Foles fired up at his press. That Nick Foles being fired up at his press conference, like it really I loved listening to it, and it shows that he can still be a starting quarterback. It shows that he's like, oh, I'm a better person than I was in 2017. I'm a different person quarterback wise, and you know what I mean. Like I felt like he was kind of signaling that he wants to get traded to that team right now, and I feel like it will happen. I feel like it's going to happen. So, Donnie says, Colts get fleeced. Yeah, it sounds like they did. Okay, Thomas Price says, when do we see footage of 7-on-7s? Probably the next couple days. Obviously, I can only upload what the beat writers upload. I can't upload what Philadelphia Eagles put on their site. I can't do it because you'll get copyrighted on that, and I won't have a channel. That's unfortunate because they will catch you putting up their content. But I will have content on. I will have video of something, definitely. Daniel Garmer said, I hope Sweat has a breakout year, and I think he will. Anthony, what's going on? You the man. Joe, what's going on, bro? Dave Casey, the Birds getting rid of Wentz was a win-win, especially next year against the cap. Yeah, definitely. You get him off the books and make some room. I mean, you could be trading other veterans as well and get more draft picks, guys. Like, don't think we're not going to trade anybody else next year. Someone's getting traded next year for some good capital. You got Antonio Ohana says, how wild is that Carson Wentz has an injury that lets down the Eagles again? It's crazy, right? It's nuts. No 5, man. Appreciate it, bro. Dragonfire says, Commissar, I want it to happen so bad. Commissar said, I'll be honest, if I was Wentz, I would pull an Andrew Luck at this point, and has been so injured so much, it would take love of football for me. I would love him just like Luck. Andrew Luck was another one, but I think with Andrew Luck, different story because that offensive line wasn't built. You know what I mean? They were just getting receivers for him. They weren't building that offensive line. He pretty much handicapped himself pretty much. So it's been kind of crazy. We got a super chat from Meet the Mets. Eagles stink. Let's go Big Blue. Laugh out loud. Cheers, bro. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the super chat. Meet the Mets. Me and Meet the Mets go back a long way. He does have a channel. Almost has 1,000 subscribers. Check out his channel. He does a lot of TTC stuff and some other stuff as well. Please check him out. Me and him used to trash talk back in the day. Long time ago. I'm talking when I first started my channel, but appreciate you coming in here, man. But the Giants going to be interesting, bro. It's going to be interesting how these two teams look by the week. I think right after Thanksgiving when we have our first contention with each other. So it should be interesting. But I'm excited though. I'm excited. But Mets, thank you for coming in here, man. Sandy Side says, hopefully Danielson, Reich, and Foles would be good together, and I think it'd be perfect. I mean, it'd be perfect. I mean, it's just the writing's on the wall now. Like they got Easton, they got Brett Hundley. Like, bring in Nick Foles now. Like, you have it, bring him in. Like they're like Frank Reich, it would be stupid to not bring him in for the Colts. would just be dumb. So John Point says, has a team ever traded 2 starting quarterbacks in the same offseason? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think so. Not sure. Number 5 says, Nick Foles is my daughter's godfather. Really? Wow. Never knew that. Danny Ogar says, I knew something was wrong with Carson in the Patriots game. The Patriots game, it's probably more than the Patriots game. Look, like the end of 2019, he looked really good with, when Jeffrey was gone, when Aguilar was gone, like he put the team on his back, and we were like, what happened? He gained weight. He gained 35 pounds. They made him more of a pocket quarterback. They put him in an RPO system. They want him in a Nick Foles system. And then what happens? Plays so bad. It's not just him. It's everybody. It's the other players. It's the front office. It's Doug getting these guys prepared every week with these. It's just ridiculous. And then he goes to the Colts. He loses all the weight. You see his press conference of training camp? I mean, he looked like he lost 35 pounds. No joke. Like he was a twig. And then seeing him move in the offense, he looked a lot faster. So the Eagles front office did the wrong thing. Whatever they wanted Carson to do was the wrong thing. That's unfortunate. You know what I mean? Thomas says, no, we're not that bad. So, Matt Weeks says, I feel negative without my blue. JK. We're blue. Jay says, meet the Mets. No. Dave Casey, this receiver core needs to ball out this year. Hurts needs to drop dimes. And yes, he does. Week-to-week basis, I'm going to be very crucial on him. As much as I was crucial on Carson Wentz, I'm going to be so hard on... Pause. I'm going to be so mad. Oh, not mad. I'm going to be looking at Hurts a lot this season. And really... I'm going to be crucial with him. I really am. I'm not going to be friendly. I'm not going to say, just give him another game. Like I'm going to be crucial that first game. Just watch. And he said, I'm not even talking about Wentz on the offense because how awesome does defense look? Great thing to see again. And I really hope this offense isn't bad. I don't see this offense being bad. I mean, there's some beat writers that are saying, is the defense actually that good at camp, or is the offense really that bad? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my God, these guys, they try to do anything they need to cause controversy. I swear. Danny says NFC East predictions. Dude, I think this team could win the East. I really do. I think this team could win the East. I think Washington is gonna be last place this year. I think really between the Cowboys and the Giants, I think the Giants could be right behind us, but at the same time with the Cowboys, it all depends on Dak Prescott. I don't know why Cowboys fans think their defense is good. I think their corners are horrible. I think they have one of the best linebacker corners in the league. The defensive line is not great. I don't think their defense is good. I think their offense is good. Amari Cooper, I feel like he plays whenever he wants to. CeeDee Lamb's going to be a good player in this league. It's up to Dak Prescott. He's got the right shoulder injury. He's coming off an ACL on top of it. So it's going to get nuts. It's going to get nuts. Commissars Daniel Jones will be looking a little shaky, but defense is scary, but they need good QB play for them to be good. They need good QB play, and they need protection. Saquon Barkley's already dealing with a knee injury right now. It's already enough, you know what I mean? So it's crazy, you know what I mean? Dragonfly says, kind of makes me sad to see because Andrew Luck was very talented. He was no line, and that's true. Yeah. Nice guy, you know what I mean? Like, always played really well, and unfortunately, it just didn't work out. Dobney said that, yes, it would be the ultimate betrayal. Foles over Wentz. I don't know at that point, I think. And then what if he plays? What if Nick Foles wins the Super Bowl with the Colts? Just say he even gets to the Super Bowl. Just say he gets the. Just say it happens. Like, what if that happens? Then what do you do? Then it's like, then what do you do after that? You start Carson Wentz the next year? I mean, it's crazy. It's nuts. Frost says, we will see. Meet the Mets. 2020 Vision says Nick Foles presser with the Bears thing. He gave all the credit to Reich, getting him playing at a high level. Nothing to Doug. He gave Frank Reich credit, and he pretty much signaled Frank Reich like this. He was like, "I'm right here. Come get me. Come trade for me right now." That just said that all over it. Said it all over it. Giants, I feel bad for Carson Wentz, but the question I have is he training during the offseason? Like, what is he doing to himself? Also, do you think the backup quarterback will be Joe Flacco? Joe Flacco will be the backup quarterback, and I don't know what he's doing to himself. I really don't. I don't know what he does, how he's doing it. I have no idea. I mean, that's just another question, another day. Dave Cases, be safe. Got to run. Thanks, Joey. Dave, have a good day today. Have a good day. DB says, shouldn't we be rooting that Foles doesn't go to the Colts? We need Carson to be healthy, and the Colts is bad. With Carson not healthy, we have to bank on them being bad to get a better pick. Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're just talking football. We're just talking what the Colts should do if they're smart. But if they stick with what they have, they stick with what they have. But yeah, of course. I mean, if they don't stick with, if they don't trade for Nick Foles and they stick with, if Carson Wentz tries to come back within the first week of the season, or he tries to come back week 5, whatever it is, if that's even possible, because I think it's impossible. I don't know. Then yeah, I mean, then it works. But I just don't think so. Mega Man says Jimmy G being traded to the Colts is a more realistic trade. Not what he's talking about. I don't know. I don't know what picks the Colts have as of right now. I'm not sure. They have cap. They might have some cap space, but that's about it. Here, if I was a Carson Wentz jersey is my toilet paper. We cut it in little pieces. Jay Shuck says, what team will surprise you this year? Put of the NFC East? Out of the NFC East or any team in general? I'm a Brady fan. Joe Gabriel got us. Can the Eagles go over 7 wins this season? I think they can. I think if they put all the pieces together and get everything right, I think they really could have over 7 wins. 7 to 9 wins, I could agree with that. Danny says Carson has bad luck. It's unfortunate. And he has. It's been the worst luck possible. So John points out Hurts has a nice deep pass. He does. DJ Forbes, of course, the moment Wentz has a competent medical staff, they detect a long-term foot injury that went unnoticed by the Eagles. Image of this was the Eagles, and they let Wentz play with this and didn't want the fans to know about it or the public to know about it, which is kind of crazy. That might be something to talk about as well, like how the Eagles didn't have that's how bad. If that's how bad our medical staff is, then obviously that's a problem because we've had this many injuries for this much time. I mean, how are you not finding out about this stuff? How do the Colts find out about this stuff? Maybe because, I don't know. I mean, it makes no sense to me. Daddy says, Easton and Eric have taken 0 snaps in the NFL, Colt, 0 backups. 0 snaps, definitely. Yeah, they haven't took any snaps at all. Matt said, I was saying blue because of when you have a wrench, it turns your name blue. Oh, okay, I was joking saying I feel negative with how my blue. Oh, I got it. I got you. Yeah, I'll be giving them out soon. Richie says, Chris Bard, Colts GM, will not trade for Foles. Minshew, Newton, RG3 more likely. Yeah, I don't know. The Colts are ready to compete, and RG3 is not going to take him anywhere. Minshew's not going to take him anywhere. Newton's horrible. Okay, Newton's not like he was. Nick Foles is the best possible spot for them. Jay Young's question is, Carson foot or ankle? It's foot, I think. It's the bone in the foot. John Anderson said, I think Watkins is a sleeper of the 2020 draft. I think he is too. I think Quez Watkins has a lot to show us, and he already had 2 touchdowns at camp, I think, today. Did a really good job. So he worked his tail off. And he's quick, and he could route run. He could do a lot of things. He could change direction pretty fast. I mean, he's elusive. We need to see more, unfortunately. So we need to see more. Xavier Douglas is better than the Eagles. Cowboys fans have arrived. Dragonfly says, why do people say the NFC East sucks? Well, it does bring, during the final weeks of the season, things get very good. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's bad. This division is bad. It's bad because the NFC East, like, no one's won a division more than, really repeated the division wins 2 times in a row. And on top of everything else, it's NFC East battles. Like, it goes anywhere possible. It's always the refs. It's always something that always happens that turns the game around. Easy mistakes. This division's not good. It's really bad. It's not good at all. So that's why, even though it's close, it's a lot of bad teams. You know what I mean? Eagle Slayer says Mullins and Flacco is an underrated battle. Going to think they give Flacco the upper hand. Well, yeah, obviously Flacco's going to be the backup, but Mullins ain't touching Flacco at the backup quarterback position. Spike 23 said, "Wow, you're going to attack Hurts after one game? You kissed Wentz ring for 5 years." I kissed Wentz for a while, but I had false hope for a while too. But I attacked Wentz after one game last year, so. Really, at the end of the day, like, I'm going to be crucial, and that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Southern Hollow puts our wide receivers have speed. Yes, they do. I think this is going to be one of the top receiving groups in the NFL, because I think between the running backs, the wide receivers, you have a lot of speed and intermediate receivers that can play any position on the field. What Nick Sirianni has these guys do is fantastic. So I think this is going to be one of the. I think this is the best quarterback that Nick Sirianni is going to coach, and I think it's going to be one of the fastest offenses in the league. I mean, that's just me though. Robbie Gravano says they're looking to be biggest bust since Danny Watkins, especially because we trade up for him. He's been hands down the worst player at camp per reports. And it's true. He's played the worst out of everybody. And unfortunately, when he was drafted here, we didn't do right by Dillard when he got here. Maybe he would have been a different player. I think we killed his confidence. I think we killed his heart for the game. We started him 3 times. He played right tackle for 1. It was just a total mess. It was just it's a huge mess. Comments, I would be happy if Foles wins another. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't mind. I mean, if Foles wins, I mean, I'm down for it. You know what I mean? Richie MC likes to see Aaron Rodgers on the Colts. That's not going to happen, but it is what it is. Wentz has a seasonal sesamoid fracture. It's right below the great toe. It's what you plant on. That's not good. Sergeant Holland says, I had high hopes on Dillard, but now I'm thinking maybe just a backup. I hope Dillard proves me wrong, and I hope he proves me wrong as well. I'm hoping. Driver, I question Wentz's dedication to the game. I don't really question his dedication. I don't know. I question his competitiveness to the game than really his dedication. I mean, I think it's maybe the same thing. I guess you could probably say it. Luke Brahman says, what are your thoughts on Tyree Jackson? I think he's had a couple good catches. I think he's done some good things, but it's not enough. I mean, we need pads on. I mean, pads are going to make the huge difference, so it is what it is. Fly, seagulls, fly. Reggie McGee says, I don't trust Howie with our picks next year. Afraid he might tarnish our future to get Watson. Build the team. We don't know if Howie Roseman's going to be here. He hasn't been extended yet. There is time, guys. Like, look, if he's not extended yet, then that's a good sign. It's a very good sign right now, so I wouldn't freak out. Look, as much as I like this draft that we just had, like, I still don't trust Howie Roseman because I think some of those picks were Howie picks, and I think that Nick Sirianni and Gannon had obviously a couple picks from that draft that helped us out a lot. So I think it works out good. Jace Young says, out of the NFC East and in general, Commissar said, if I was the Colts, I would get either Foles, Minshew, or Brissett. They probably will be able to get Foles the easiest out of 3. Yeah, I mean, Brissett, where is Brissett? He's a backup quarterback somewhere. I forgot where he's at. But that'd be a quarterback they could trade for. Brissett would be another guy they could go get. Probably be cheaper. I don't know. Depends who you're trading with. Big D said Eagles were lucky enough to get a second rounder. We were talking. I saw you on Twitter today talking about that, and yeah, it's we got real lucky. Oh, Big D, I said everybody's wrenches are gone. So what happened was someone blocked over 150 people. There's 150 people that were blocked. I had to unblock them. So the wrenches, I am distributing them again, but very slowly. I'm not giving them out like candy like I used to. People are getting blocked. People are abusing that right. So I just took it away. I pretty much deleted everybody's moderations, and I unblocked over 150 people. So it's nothing against you if you don't have one. I literally was just Xing out every name that was on that list. I want to get it done, and I want to save it. I just want it done. So I do apologize if you do not have a wrench right now. You will have a wrench. Don't worry about it. I will be editing the list. And I appreciate it. So, no, Charger Boy says trying to be like 500. No, he actually told me about it. He's like, make sure you don't have people blocked because there are people that support you that are probably blocked. And he told me about it. I looked at my list. I had 150 people blocked on my channel. Blocked, which means that they were hidden. It says hidden users, which means they were blocked. So 500 actually told me about it. I had said I never really noticed that somebody would actually do that and block everybody. I had over 150 people blocked on the channel. It's crazy, but that's what happened, bro. Nothing against you or anybody else. So no, I'm not trying to be like 500. No, I'm trying to do the right thing for the channel and for all the people that are abusing the right to have wrenches. So Joe Max said, if the Colts do go after Foles, does that mess with Carson's mental? Probably. I mean, most likely, especially if Nick Foles becomes successful with the Colts. Oh, forget it. He might as well put the cleats up. He might as well retire and be one of the. Might as well. He might as well. No joke. As for apologies, the Eagles bringing in my grandfather for wide receiver tryouts. Wish her luck. Grandmother for, I wish her luck, man. Let me know if she makes the team. Liam plays MC's prediction Cowboys 11-6, Eagles 10-7 or 9-8. If healthy, Washington 7-10, Giants 6-11. Biased Eagles fan, by the way. And look, I think it really comes down to health. And just when when does your team get hot? Like, do they get hot at the right time? I almost choked. I don't know what the hell I was choking on. Washington, I think, are at the bottom of the barrel. The Giants, I just don't see it. And you know what? It's staying healthy. They have injuries already, and they have a quarterback and an offensive line that's not up to par right now. So, the Cowboys are more realistic. If Dak is 100% healthy and he has no injuries, I think Dak will do good in that offense. That offense for the Cowboys will be better than that defense. That offense will carry the Cowboys. They would have to carry the defense. That defense is not going to do anything this year. The linebackers are fantastic. You have, your corners aren't that good. The wide receiver is probably one that, I think CeeDee Lamb is a great receiver. Michael Gallup last year with the Cowboys before he becomes a free agent. Then obviously Amari Cooper, that seems like he plays good against bad teams and bad teams. I mean, it seems like he plays when he wants to play. I never liked him. I know a lot of Raider fans, I know personally, and said that they hate Amari Cooper because he gets these dinged up injuries and he plays when he wants to. And that's just how it is. Dennis is bone in the foot, sesamoid fracture. SCPs don't give out wrenches, leads to unsubs. I give out wrenches because people. I see people support, but there's obviously people. There's someone out there that knows me, or I know them, or they're high, or maybe they're high profile, and on YouTube at least, and they're doing it to everybody. So it's not right. But I'm not giving them out that easy anymore. So Charles Queet said, I think they were lying about the high school injury so the Colts fans don't trip. Just my opinion. I don't think so. I think it's literally, I could believe it. I could believe it. No joke. Like, why would they come out with that news for no reason? It just makes no sense. Offerman, it makes sense because they played well for a short time. He knows the system. He had 18 touchdowns, 6 interceptions the last time they start. So it's not awful. FCSB says, will you be upset if Hurts gets benched? Oh, probably, of course. Like, for him to go through all that offseason, work his tail off. Like, as long as Jalen Hurts gives me 100%. Look, the thing is, I'm going to be mad when he messes up, but at the same time, it's like his skill can only go so far. So if I know he's not the guy, I can't be mad at him anymore. Because it's like, if I know he can't play better, how can I get more mad at it? You know what I mean? Like, of course I'm going to be mad, but at the same time, it's just, how much more can I be mad at that situation? You know what I mean? So it depends. Kyler Asper says, what do you think our biggest weakness is right now? Weakness. I'd probably go... really, at linebackers, a weakness. I can't even say it's a weakness. It's more of an unknown. So I guess you can call it a weakness if it's an unknown, because there's so many guys that haven't proved themselves. And honestly, Jim Schwartz's fault for not developing these linebackers. Davion Taylor from the 3rd round last year. Sean Bradley. There's so many guys out there. Eric Wilson on a 1-year deal. So I think this is the chance they find out who can cover, who expand these skill sets from these linebackers we do have. So it should be a lot of fun to see that position. I think another weakness is kicker, because Jake Elliott, he has been working his tail off this offseason as well. There's a lot of videos of him kicking with Andrew Sipos, the new punter for the Eagles. I don't trust Jake Elliott at all. He got a 5-year, $19.5 million deal. Like, you can't even release him. I think he would have been released if they were able to save money by releasing him. They would have done it, but they're not going to save any money whatsoever. That's how bad it is right now. That's how crazy it is right now. So, Eagle says, I don't know. Mullins is giving him a run for his money. Oh, dude, how can you say that? How can you say that if they literally they haven't showed anything yet. Like there's nothing to show. Like we haven't seen any 7-on-7s. I mean, quarterback wise, like I can't. I haven't talked about Joe Flacco or Nick Mullins in one video that I made. Because how can I? I haven't seen anything. Oh, he passed the ball. Like that didn't really matter. I mean, it is what it is. Like I'm looking at Jalen Hurts and that's it. I haven't looked at any of these backup guys and what they're doing. So it just depends. Juice Guy says, why haven't we seen many highlights of camp? I'm seeing other teams highlight. Yeah, I don't know. Like, because the other teams are already doing 7-on-7s full pads. Like, we're not in full pads till tomorrow. So some teams started early with the full pads. Like, I've seen Cowboys, I've seen Washington already in full pads. Like, we're pretty much the last team not in full pads. The Giants are already in full pads. We're the last team in full pads, which is kind of weird. I don't know why, like, we're the only team that's late with it. I mean, it makes no sense to me, but it is what it is. Danny says, Jonathan Gannon excites me. He's great with defensive backs as well. Well, he was a corner coach with the Colts and did fantastic. He turned Xavier Rhodes' career around. I mean, crazy, like really surprising. So I hope he does good with this corner group. I think this corner group is good. Actually, adding Steven Nelson made it a lot sweeter, so that's definite. He was garbage, can't roll out, becomes completely inaccurate, cannot and will not throw downfield because he's too scared and cannot read defenses. Nick Murray says Travis Fulgham will have the best year of any receiver of this team. Mark my words. And I believe it. I think we haven't even hit the surface on Travis Fulgham yet, what he can really do, especially when you have a coach that doesn't know how to scheme him. Now you have a coach that knows how to scheme Travis Fulgham and his skill set. So I'm very excited. I was so excited to pick up that gem last year, to look at him since week 4 of the season from that comeback win against the 49ers. And then all of a sudden just doing great every single week. And then teams figured him out. Teams figured this offense out. Guys, when things happen with this offense, every time we change something in this offense, teams figured it out. That was pretty much what was happening all the time. So I'm excited for Travis Fulgham. Very excited. Luke Brown says, would you want us to go after a free agent veteran wide receiver? If so, who? If there's one out there, I don't think there's anybody out there, guys. I don't know who's out there. I don't think I want to go after a free agent wide receiver. Why would I want to go after a veteran? I mean, look, like Greg Ward's not a veteran anymore. Greg Ward's not a rookie anymore. Like Greg Ward's been around this game for a while. You know, and he's been cut off this team 3-4 times, but let the guys create their own culture. Let the receivers get that swag and just let them do their thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think there's anything, we need a veteran for this position and that position. You know what I mean? It works. It helps, definitely. But receiver, I think they have enough motivation. And I think they've learned enough from each other, and I think they'll learn a lot more. So, Antonio Ohana says, I have always heard that Hurts is better game day guy than a practice guy. I believe Hurts is going to go off. Watkins and Smith will be top tier, and I really do wish Hurts stays. Eagles win the East, and I hope they do. And Jalen Reagor's another guy you gotta watch out for too. I know a lot of guys aren't Jalen Reagor fans. I don't know why people write him off so easily after one bad season. 2 passes that he got injured on was because of Carson Wentz couldn't throw the football. Okay, let's get that straight real fast, real quick. You know what I mean? JW says, JW actually has potential in my personal opinion. I'm not saying he will be great, but don't be surprised if he's decent. I think he could be a backup quarterback in the league. I don't think he'd be anything else. You know what I mean? Matt Harris says Wentz has a hangnail. He is out for the he has a hangnail. He's out for the season. Matt says, I honestly believe Devontae will be all right. Just sucks he's missing some crucial time. Not even sweating it though. I'm not either. DJ Forbes, did you see the new Venom trailer? Yes, I did. No, wait. You mean the trailer came out a couple months ago? No, I did not see that new one that came out today. I thought you meant the one from like a couple months ago. No, I didn't see it yet. I'm gonna do a reaction on that on my other channel. So, Richie MC says Hurts season. Charles Queens, did you watch the game last year? Wentz looked scared and nervous all year. It looked like a girl. I'm sorry. Yeah, he did. He looked like a girl. Every time he messed up a play, he threw up. He just got mad, went to the sideline, and Doug just tapped him on the shoulder and just let him walk. It wasn't with his team or near his coaches or anything. Kind of ridiculous. They never reprimanded Carson Wentz. Remember when Malcolm Jenkins came out and he said, "Oh, they caressed Carson's ego when they were caressing Carson's ego, that they were letting him getting away with stuff." Like that's why you let him get away with stuff, and he just didn't care. That's just what happens. Kyle Asper says, "What do you think of our coaching so far? Sounds like most players are on board and love the energy of the new staff." I think Jonathan Gannon is the one that. I like Sirianni is great because he gets his hands on the players. Like, he's doing drills and he's in their face, and I love it. And then with Gannon, he's just, when someone makes a play, he's got a powerful voice. I mean, he gets so excited over things. I mean, it's fantastic to watch and see. And I think you get a ton of excitement with this coaching staff. That's definite. 100%. Definitely. Dabney says, "Can you imagine Bob's reaction when surgery was imminent? Brutal. Crazy." Brissett's with Miami. Okay. I think you could probably do something there. Philly G Steak. I love that name, by the way. Who do you see as the most improved offense defensive players this year? Josh Sweat, most improved, and is going to dominate. Offense. Man, I think Jordan Malaz is going to be one of the most dominant players on offense and most improved. Definitely with an entire off season and being with the guys and just winning that spot and kind of getting his name back into the league. You know what I mean? Kind of Jordan Malaz he's going to get some attention this year, so it's going to be interesting. FCB said Alex Smith is free for Colts. Oh yeah, I didn't know that. I don't know. He retired though. Alex Smith retired, didn't he? I thought he retired. Jay Young said, "No, my question to you was who will." You have to give me the question again because I have to go back and look at it. I don't know. Dragonfire said, "I never thought I would say it, but Howie actually pulled off an 100 IQ trade scamming the Colts." No, definitely. Matt Week said, "I'd rather have this minor injury happen now than during the regular season. Knock on wood, we end up decently healthy." Yeah, and I hope, it comes, it goes, and that's it. Jay Young said, "My question was to you is who will surprise you out of the NFC East and who will surprise you in general?" NFC East surprise. I think the Eagles will surprise everybody. I think they will. They're the less talked about team. They are the underdog team. They're talking. Every writer has talked smack about this team. In general, in the league, I think, a good team out there. I think the Chargers offensively could make some noise this year with Herbert. I think he'll do a really good job. With some of the weapons he does have, and there's a couple teams out there. Like I mean, the Bills are ready to compete. Like I really want the Bills to make some noise and do something. There's a lot of teams out there. Dash 6 says no more candy. No more candy. You mean no more candy? Dragonfire says, not 100 IQ. I know. I was gonna tell you to relax, but no, you're good. I know what you're saying though. I know what you're saying though. You're good though. You're good. Martina Davis says Brissett is backing to Tua. Yeah, right. Dave says is Smith going to be okay? I think he's going to be fine. He's fine. Jared Ybarra says, dang, that happened to Bad Dog today as well. Dang, this happened to Bad Dog today? Why? Was there injuries with the Giants today? Darius A says, how did Howie see the future when Wentz is one who asked for a trade? How did Howie move from 6 to 12 in the draft and still draft Devontae Smith? How did he? There's so many things I want to ask how he did it. Like how he did it. He did it. Yeah. Howie, get it? Yeah. Commissar said, why would someone block other people? Well, because people are pieces of you-know-what, and don't be surprised what people do. You don't. Like, I give somebody a wrench on this channel, and they block people because either they don't like what they don't like what they said, or, you know what I mean? I don't like when people block people. It's not right. So people that support me are blocked, and they can't contact me or anything, and it's a shame. Charles says, Wentz looked scared and nervous last year. Ghost Stature says, Carson will be back week 1. Let me tell you something. Let's see if that happens. We're gonna see if that happens. He's gonna get injured again. I'm telling you right now. Like, he comes back week 1 or 2, he's gonna get injured again. Trey Stature says, dude, we are completely done with Wentz now. He dust in the wind. He definitely is. Charles Queed says, more like week 7. Richie MC, let's get Lane Johnson to 15K. Tell friends and family acquaintances who are sports fans, especially for Philly fans, of Richie MC. You're in everybody's chats for the Eagles YouTube community. So much appreciated for you to do that and be that supportive. Appreciate everybody being here. 159 people in the chat. Subscribe to the channel. We cover news all year round. We have our Philly Shakedown podcast with Philly 500 every Saturday. It will be hosted on my channel this week at 9 p.m. Eastern. We cover camp, everything. There's videos every day, live streams. We'll be covering games, everything like that. The whole weekend will be live streams during the season. So subscribe to the channel. Like the stream before you leave today, definitely. Just like the stream up. It definitely helps. It's when you like the stream, you're supporting me. It's all that matters. So much love to everybody here. And yes, I did take moderators away because people have been abusing it. Okay, I had over 150 people blocked on this channel that have been trying to contact me, and it's not somebody's been abusing that right, and it's unfortunate. So, hope you guys understand. I apologize. Easy money. So our star receiver got hurt because Hurts threw it too low. Complete percentage low 50s after going 1-3, getting outplayed by Andy Dalton, a backup QB. Now the inaccuracy issues costing us already. I would just wait because you know what? It's just camp. It's a 2-week injury, 2 to 3 week injury. I think Hurts and Smith have a lot of chemistry, and I think they've built that chemistry not just from the offseason, but definitely recently as well. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. But, you know what I mean? Let him be a receiver. Don't put him on special teams. Just don't do anything stupid with him. And that's it. So, Goku LeBron says Wentz has a chance. He's going to get injured again, bro. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. Andre McBride says, how do you feel about Maddox in the slot? Honestly, I don't know how he's going to play this year. It's already enough he can't be an outside corner, and obviously we know that he can play safety. But we all know we're not going to put him there. It's not going to happen. So what are we going to do? I honestly don't know. Josiah Scott we traded for from the Jags. We'll see what he's got. We'll see how he plays in preseason. Haven't heard much about him at all, but Maddox, he's not bad. He's not great. He's average at best. But I hope he proves me wrong a little bit more. Maybe having Steven Nelson on the other side is going to kind of formate. It's going to help, especially the pass rush. It's going to help all around. So we'll see. Andrew Terra says, what is the ceiling for Hurts? I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say right now. I mean, it's he can make it as high of a ceiling he can go. You know what I mean? It's too early to tell. I say I hope this and I hope that. It's a lot of I hopes. I don't know. I want him to work out. I love his. I wish his attitude and his mindset was literally Carson Wentz's mindset. I wish he was as tough. I wish Carson Wentz was as tough-minded as Jalen Hurts. I wish he had that inside him, but he didn't. So, it's a really wait-and-see approach with this, and, we just got to see what happens. You know what I mean? Scoop-Doo says, what happened to Hurts? What happened to Smith? Yeah, he ended up... Oh, all right, we're good now. He ended up spraining his MCL. 2 to 3 weeks. Jay Davis said, I want Kenny Gainwell to Savage. I do too. But if he doesn't make it, there's a reason why. You know what I mean? We have a new coaching staff. There's no excuse now for missing on development. No excuse. I give it time. We still haven't put pads on yet. Trust mods help YouTube creators run live streams. Yeah, that's what it's about. When I have moderators, they run the live stream. So if somebody spams, they could time them out. I don't like people getting blocked. I don't like people getting blocked at all. Now, if someone's being stupid and they start saying racial things, or they start being political, or they start saying really horrible things, yeah, that's a different story. You know what I mean? But Goku LeBron says, go fund me, get Joey a better mic. It's not my mic, because during my videos it's fine. It's not my mic. It's literally it's probably going to be better right now. I have to turn my volume settings down for StreamYard and Streamlabs, so it's probably, let me know if the sound is better. Press 1 if the sound sounds a little bit better now. Comment Star said, the only way I'll be mad if Hurts if he has a bad attitude. I can't stand when players have crappy attitudes like Dillard. I only say if it's a bad attitude, but he seems like he's defeated. It seems like he's just really defeated right now. Like he's just like, I'm trying to get better, but that's what I look at. That's what I look at when that's what happens. That's what happens. Jay Davis says we haven't had a real linebacker since Trot. No, we haven't. And even since Michael Kendricks, you know what I mean? Like, even Michael Kendricks was a good linebacker as well. You know what I mean? So we haven't really had a guy that's all over the field like that. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. Travis Simpson, are you concerned about our offensive weapons or top weapon as a rookie? No, I'm not. I'm not at all, because he doesn't play like one. He doesn't have the mindset like a rookie, and I'm not worried about. I'm not worried about Devontae Smith and his attitude and what he's doing. I'm not worried about it at all. I mean, whatsoever. So, Eagle Slayer says Steven Nelson getting exposed. I know his secondary will be suspect. He got beaten twice at camp. I think Devontae Smith beat him, and I forgot who else. I think Fulgham had a couple steps on him, but he didn't haul in the pass. So I'm not sure. Got to see more. Like I said, Steven Nelson's not locked down. He is a good role player. He's solid. He's had a good career with KC and Pittsburgh. He's done pretty well. Rich Media says, do you think Wentz will be rusty after coming back? I remember he held the ball and took unnecessary sacks. I don't know if the Colts will be good this year. The Colts are going to be good if they have the quarterback. They're going to be good if they have the quarterback. It's going to be a shame and a waste of a roster to go into the season if they don't have a quarterback. That's why they've got to... If they don't trade for one by like preseason, then now I'm thinking either they're using what they have or Wentz is coming back. I mean, that's probably the case. Tara Walker Devine says our biggest weakness is experience in both players and coaching. Yeah, 100%. That's why we haven't drafted well. This is why we haven't developed. Development's key, guys. Like, it's key. Like, if you don't develop, it's just... That's why you're restructuring players every year. That's why you're restructuring nonstop, and you're just kicking the can down the road. By every time you restructure, you're kicking the can down the road. It just depends. Like, you do a couple restructures to free up some money for a player to sign, different story. But when you have to restructure from $70 million down to be under the cap, that's a problem, guys. That's a huge problem. Jez Davis' secondary is going to get carved. I don't think. What, as bad as last year? I mean, last year was worse. I mean, we have a new defensive scheme, a new defensive coordinator. We have actually two capable cornerbacks on the outside right now. I would say we're going to get carved. I mean, that's kind of going too far. Gavin Stack, what's going on, man? Say, hey, what's up, Joey? Are you concerned about Smith? No, not at all. Not at all. Everyone's got to relax. We're good. We're good. Zay says, Jake, don't got a leg no more. I don't think so either. He missed a 21-yard field goal last year. When it comes to pressure, he can't kick. I mean, he can't. Comment says, what do you think of our punter? Isn't it weird that he would not bring anyone else? Yeah, they must like him. I mean, look, if they didn't bring in anybody else to compete with Sipos, then I guess they like him. I don't know. FCB says special teams are our biggest weakness. Definitely. The Eagles' special teams is horrible. Dave Phipp was probably one of the best special teams coaches, and we haven't had good special teams since 2014, 2015. I mean, we had for a couple of years, and those like 2014, 2015 were two really good years for special teams. We haven't done much after that, really. I mean, maybe a little bit for the Super Bowl year. We got some good returns. Nothing crazy, but we were productive. We were producing with the third part of the game in special teams, but different story. Dave Phipp is gone now, new coach. Jess Davis says Kenneth Gainwell. Kenneth Gainwell is a dark horse. I hope he is. Rob Gravino says stinks, to be honest. His hang time has been bad in camp. No idea why there isn't competition at punter. Well, we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see, bro. Jay Chung said, I know he's the owner, but where is Jeffrey Lurie? I don't know. I have no idea. He could have been there. I mean, it could have happened. I don't know, but I have no idea. I kind of read that. I was like, where's Jeffrey Lurie? I'm like, I don't know where he is. I have no idea. Abby said Mullins was awful today. Yeah. I mean, he's going to be a practice squad camp arm. That's all he is. He's a camp arm. He's going to be a practice squad quarterback. That's as far as he's getting on this roster, and that's it. Message from a Golden Eagle says, what up, Joey? Heard about Smith. Let's hope that's his only injury as an Eagle. I hope so, too. Definitely. Kevin Sass says, I don't know. Our wide receivers are a question mark as well. No, I don't. You know what? It's not as much of a question mark as like linebacker, just because we've seen these guys have short success. Greg Ward is definitely great and can play. We haven't seen enough of Quez. We saw more from John Hightower and Travis Fulgham than we saw from any other receiver. Even Jalen Reagor. I mean, he was used on third downs for motion, quick screens, just stupid things that teams were predicting that we were going to do. So I mean, it's crazy though. Crazy, though. I think we'll be fine. Goku LeBron said we're a 6-win team. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Easy Money says, how about players underperform? We hold them accountable and judge based on on-field performance, a.k.a. what actually wins ball games. Confused with praise the quarterback is getting coming off of 1-3 QBR 40s. Yeah, it's gonna. That's what Nick Sirianni's doing. I mean, he's putting in his fundamentals, obviously competition, and it's gonna look really good. That's what we're missing. That's what we've been missing since the Super Bowl. Like, we need to see productivity. No favorites, no nothing. We don't care if you're a veteran. Your job is in jeopardy every single week. That's where it's going to go. Your job is in jeopardy every single week. Common Star says, we're good at wide receiver. I like our guys. DJ Forbes says, if Hurts, I was like, would you buy Russell Wilson? Russell Wilson's going to be too much. It's going to be way too much to trade for. It's going to be multiple first-round picks. There's no way. Deshaun Watson's going to cost less just because he's going through this stuff that he's going through right now, and it's going to cost less. After the season was over, if we trade for Deshaun Watson, it would have been a lot more. But because of what's going on, with him, it's Russell Wilson's going to cost way too much. And if it was 2016, I would have traded for Russell Wilson at that point. But he's getting a lot older now. Is he a futuristic quarterback for us? I can play 10 or more years? No. We need someone to play 10 plus years. Message from Goldie said Bill's threatening to move to Austin, Texas. Texas still stinks. What? Is that even true? That'd be horrible. Easy Money says now Smith is injured because an accurate pass hurts. Come on, opposing defensive coordinators would be excited to face Hurts. I know it's Eagle fans make a big deal. I think Smith dropped the pass or something. It always happens. I think I saw Jalen Hurts actually during their live stream. I saw Hurts throw a little slant to Goddard, and he threw it way too low, and he couldn't even get it. So, stuff like this happens, you know what I mean? Luke Brown says, who do you think deserves to be running back too? I mean, it depends how they're using these guys, and it depends how they're using him. You know what I mean? I think Miles Sanders will make it. I think Kenneth Gainwell can make it. I think Jordan Howard will make it. I think, Kerryon Johnson's, I don't know. It was Kerryon Johnson for me, but it looks like Jordan Howard is having a lot better camp than I thought he would be. You know what I mean? And you have three bruiser backs plus Elijah Holyfield. Jason Huntley's turning heads. It's going to be hard. Are they keeping 4 or 5 running backs? That's what's going to be the difference right there. I think Boston Scott will definitely be used for special teams. I didn't like Boston Scott on kick returns last year. But I didn't like Greg Ward on punt returns last year. We all know that. Why would you got a touchdown with Jalen Reagor and on punt return, and then you put Greg Ward back out there? It makes no sense. But running back is going to be it's tough. We're loaded at running back. A lot of depth. A lot of competition, a lot of depth. Charles Queen said, no, if Hurts sucks, we're getting Spencer Rattler. What? Who's he in the draft next year? I don't know. Charles Girl said, was impressed with interviews from Brandon Graham and other left tackle. I don't think I watched those. If that was today, I didn't watch him. Commissar said I won't write him off, but I do feel Watkins will be better based on film. Yeah, I mean, on film, definitely. On film, what we've seen so far, definitely. But the way that some of these guys were used is just, it's crazy. George was a Jalen Hurts impressed me. This interview was good. I have to watch it. I haven't watched it today. I literally was making. I didn't think I was going to be making 3 videos today, which is kind of crazy. Commissar says, "Yeah, Venom looks good. You have another channel." Yeah, my other channel it's a gaming channel. I play games and stuff on there. Down in the description below, it's called Eagles Nest Gaming. I just do. It's nothing professional. It's just a mess around. It's the uncensored version of this channel. Pretty much. So we do some extra things out there. Easy Money says, who cares about interviews? Judge players based on their performance. What actually wins games? Exactly. Kyroy says, I know Reagor going through a lot mentally. Just hope he has bounced back to his college days. He was fast. Yeah. And you know what? It's not really about the route running with Jalen Reagor. I think it's just putting him. I just really think it's just using his speed in all aspects of where he could run on the field and just taking advantage of that. You know what I mean? Noah the Beast says, Yo, Joey, what do you think the Eagles' record is going to be this year? I think they'll win 7-9 games this year, and if they could win more games, I think they'll win more games this year if everything works out right. I think they could win more than 9 games if everything, if they're playing on par and they're doing well and our quarterback's playing well. I think good things will happen. Robert California said, I was mad when we traded Wentz, but now I'm happy we did. Dude can't stay healthy. No, definitely not. Charles goes, so Wentz is happy now. He can't hunt. He can hunt in September. Dollar Bill says, would you like to see Foles go to the Colts so the Eagles get the first back? Well, it doesn't matter if he goes to the Colts. Carson has to play regardless. Carson has to have 75% of the snaps, or he has to have 75% of the snaps, and the Colts have to be in the playoffs. So Foles going there is not going to make a difference. It's just all it's going to make a difference on is how our second-round pick is going to be next year. That's it. Joe Chung says, to be honest, I'm kind of happy we got rid of Doug. I am too. I was happy when it happened. I was surprised when it happened. I didn't think, because of how friendly and how, that Super Bowl put a stamp on Doug being here for a long time. I guess it didn't matter. Robert Gravino says, still speaks Jerome, Amendola, Josh Gordon, Dez are veteran free agent wide receivers out there. No thanks. If they go vet wide receiver route, they will need to trade for one. And I'm not doing that. Definitely not. I'm not getting rid of another young receiver for an old receiver. It's not happening. MB said, heard saying that the coaches are coaching him hard and loves that's what we've been missing for years, and that's true. Tennessee Titans fans, do you believe Wentz is done career-wise? He's not done career-wise, but, he just has some real bad luck. The Titans have that division, man. You guys have a huge chance to win that division now, especially with Wentz gone. It's kind of already there. I'm not a big fan of the Titans quarterback too much, but I think he's capable. I think he could, win. I think he could do good things. But other than that, it is what it is. Dwayne Pierce says, "What is Greg Ward's role in this offense? He's just gonna be a slot guy, pretty much. He's gonna be in the slot, reliable hands. I don't know." He could play every. Nick Sirianni's making all these receivers intermediate, so they're playing every wide receiver position. So Ward has a lot of experience, especially for past training camps when he didn't make the team. Past training camps, he didn't make the team, and he played on the outside. He was one of the most hardworking players. He went to the AAF as well. He was a good player of the AAF when the AAF was only there for a season. That would have been kind of crazy. Robbie Gravio says, Hurts. Bet Harris says, Sanders going to lead the league in yards. I hope he does. He did. Last year he should have had a Pro Bowl year last year. Unfortunately, with this team and how they used him and how they were rotating these running backs or not even using them at all, they strayed away from the run. They stopped putting Miles Sanders in the passing game. What happened? Why did they stop putting Miles Sanders in the passing game? Made no sense to me. When it worked, they strayed away from the things that worked. Goes to show you when coaches are gone, you start to see who is the real brains of this offense. Sharky Joe says Wentz is a glorified backup now. Jay Young, the question was out of the NFC East and in general, who will surprise you? I think I already answered that before. Dash 6 says, you said no more giving wrenches like oh, okay. No, you said candy, or you said you like candy. So I was like, what? So that was, it goes late when I talk. I forget because I talk for a while, then I forget what was said. Eagle Slayer says, I have Broncos as my surprise breakout team. Defensively, I don't know, but offensively, they look really good offensively. But they have to get I think they're going to trade. They're definitely a team that's going to trade for a quarterback really soon. Definitely. Charge Girl says, no, they have Teddy Bridgewater, don't they? Yeah, they have. Do they have Teddy Bridgewater? I forgot. I thought Teddy was with the Broncos. I could be wrong. Charge Girl says, Cowboys want to win till week 4. I looked at the schedule. Sorry, guys. I try to get through these as fast as I possibly can. I'm just trying. Jay Chuck says, I know he's the owner, but where's Jeffrey Lurie? FC's piece got blocked on Joey Castro, no longer sub or watch. You got blocked on Philly the podcast. Well, that's not good. It could have been a moderator, not him. I got blamed from blocking people on here, which I didn't. Marinelle says, is this for 2-3 weeks of the regular season or pre? Well, no. You're talking Smith's injury. It's for just right now, as of right now. NBA easy money. You don't know ball, bro. Just admit it. Easy money said, let's hope Devontae Hill's quick. Can't wait to see him on the field. Yeah, I'm pumped for it, man. I'm going to the opener week 2 of the season. Can't wait. I'm excited. Commissar said, do you think Devontae Smith is excited to be here? Do you think he is this kind of person to me that doesn't look excited? Me personally, I love that we drafted Smith, but I hope he wants. Of course he wants. Of course. Why do people question if he wants to be here or not? Definitely not. Definitely wants to be here. Why wouldn't he be? Dash 6 said injuries are a part of this game, and with the Eagles, it seems to be a trend over the last 4 years. Starter says watching Watching Wentz last few years with his footwork still hasn't changed. Still over under throwing that clowny concussion screw. Yeah, and look, I mean, I looked over and there was a girl that went on WIP one morning after that wild card game. She said my daughter had a concussion. She plays sports. It messed her up physically for like a year and a half, 2 years. Like some concussions really mess you up for a long time. Could have been the problem as well. So. Marianne Nettie says, without Devontae TF13, who would be our number one? Could be Rager, could be Quez Watkins. I'd say between Quez Watkins and Jalen Rager, most likely. Liquid says, how is Hurts tough? This channel is dumb. Oh, I'm sorry. It's dumb. Ohana Michiano said, what player do you see Devonta Smith in? Wait, what? What player do you see Devontae Smith in? I don't know what that means. Oh, what player he reminds me of? Oh, I don't know. I mean, receiver from the receiver from Atlanta. A little bit. What's his name? Got to give it to me, guys. The receiver from Atlanta. Obviously not Julio Jones. The other receiver. Joe Chung said, I know he's the owner, but where's Jeffrey Lurie? Yeah, you keep asking that question. Bobby said, Nick Foles was asked by reporters today about going to Indy. Yeah, no, we talked about that earlier today. I thought it was a fan. It seemed like he wants to get. It seems like he was kind of hinting he wants to get. He's like, I'm ready to go. Like, I'm a third string quarterback right now. I'm ready to start. And he wants to play with Frank. And he wants to be coached by Frank Reich. I think that's what he wants to do. Dillard interview wasn't good. He doesn't impress me. No, he doesn't at all. It was a bad interview. Dom Kabbalah says, I think Devontae will be fine. Everybody overreacting. That's definite. Ohana Means Family said, what's Brooks' trade value? I don't know. I mean, that's just, they would have to put him on the trade block and just see what they get. I have no idea. 2 Achilles injuries, and now he already has a hamstring. I mean, it's not good. It's not good. Philly Fan DC have been creating several channels getting killed by mods. Go Birds. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I had to take mods away because people are abusing it, and I apologize to people that had them, but it's hard to trust people on here now from that. Someone took advantage of it and blocked a lot of people. 150 people. It's kind of crazy. Joe Max says, hey, Joey, this is the year Miles gets noticed. Will he become the best running back in the division? I think he will. I think he'll be really good. I think if that offensive line is healthy, he is going to show a lot of good things. Eagle Slayer says Watkins beat him pretty good, too. Oh yeah, I think Watkins beat him. Is Steven Nelson talking about? Yeah, definitely. Ohana says, Rookie of the Year, Devontae Smith. I hope he is. Marianne says, would anyone start Dickerson over anyone already on the offensive line? I mean, Dickerson can come in and play guard. He could play any position on the offensive line. He could play guard and center. Doesn't matter. I mean, they could. Shark says Hargrave is overrated, paid. I think he should go. Last year, new scheme. He went from a 3-4 to a 4-3. He got injured before the season started. He showed up late in the season for a couple games. I was like, wow, he's playing really well. And then he disappeared again. A lot of money tied into Fletcher Cox and Javon Hargrave. All eyes on Javon Hargrave and especially Fletcher Cox next year. This year, definitely. But you never know what's going to happen. Commissar Nelson is solid, better than the corners like Mills, Darby, etc. And that's 100%. I agree with that. Eagle Star, I believe it when I see it. Charles says, seems like guys aren't stretching before practicing. Humidity can pull muscles easily. It could be a lot more than that, too. It could be not enough being physical during practice. It could be a lot of different things. Hanami's family says, do you think Wentz's torn ACL made him where he is today? Yeah, I think so. I think the LCL, ACL injury, yeah, definitely affected him in many ways. But putting weight on top of that last year, not good. I think it did. I think it did change. He changed after that injury. That's definite. But at the same time, the front office didn't do right by him. They never built around him. There's a lot more to it than just Wentz playing bad. So Matt McCurry says, can Quez Watkins contribute as a return man? 4.27 speed. He could if they put him there. I don't know why Greg Ward is there. Greg Ward is not faster than Quez Watkins. I don't know why even Quez never got a chance. I know he was injured, I think, before the season started as well. So there is 139 people in the chat, guys. Appreciate everybody being here today. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. We cover the Eagles all year round if you guys have it. If you guys haven't checked out the Philly Shakedown podcast every Saturday on Philly 500's channel and mine, check out that podcast. We go over Eagles news every single week. We'll be live streaming games during the season, doing our Philly Shakedown on Saturday nights, then Sunday night during the game and after the game streams. Should be a lot of fun. So I hope you guys enjoy. Hit the like button if you guys haven't. It helps support this channel a great deal. So much love to everybody that's in here today. Much love to everybody. All right, we're good. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, I'm way back. I'm definitely way back. Oh, Obama says, which current Eagle has the best chance to be a Hall of Famer? I think Devonta Smith is a walking gold jacket right now. I forgot who said that in Philly 500. He was like, Devonta Smith is a walking gold jacket. I was like, that is awesome. I think Devonta Smith will be. So, Dash 6 says, our wide receiver will go as far as Hurts can take them. That's definite. Marianetti says, who thinks Josh Sweat will start over Derek Barnett? He's going to start over Derek Barnett immediately. He's the best. I think he is the best player at camp as of right now. I think the best player right now. I'm going to skip down a little bit. Bobby says Barnett is an undrafted free agent after the season. Yes, he is. He definitely is. We're going to, we're not paying him. Unless he has double-digit sacks and he just totally just breaks out. A different story, but Ohana says, where do you rank the Eagles QB room in the NFL? That I don't know. I mean, the QB room in general, I don't know. That's hard to even say because the season hadn't started yet. Like, if I could rank them after this year, what I would have I don't know what I rank them right now. Like, stat-wise, I don't even care. But, it's just a wait-and-see approach with it. MB said Hurts will be solid. Timing throws are never on point after only a few practices. It will come. Hurts is an inspirational lead. The team loves him, and he'll ball out. And I hope he does. And I think he just has he's just tough. He's tough. You know what I mean? And I think he showed a lot last year. I mean, those 4 games last year were preseason games for him. Made a lot of mistakes. I'm not saying that Hurts isn't going to make mistakes this year. He will. And he will capitalize on it. It's how you deal with adversity. You know what I mean? No, the Beast says, what do you think the Eagles' record is going to be this year? I hope they win 7 to 9 games. If they win about 9 games or more, I think they can win more than that if they really get their stuff together. Sharks Girl said, what Howie pick has been good in 5 years? In 5 years? I don't know. I'm trying to think right now. Howie pick? Not much. I mean, Samalo, it's been okay with Samalo. Vaitai, when he was still here, he played well. I mean, he played okay. I mean, I don't know. It's not Wendell Smallwood, maybe. I mean, there's not much. I mean, there's really not much. Nelson says, hell yeah, I'm gonna subscribe to that. Eagle Slayer says, speaking of running back, I like how we have so many running backs utilized with different skill sets and traits, which many teams have. Yeah, and it's gonna like defenses have to prepare for 4 to 5 running backs with different skill sets, which is great. Which I do like. Hanami's family says, who will have a better season, Quez or Hightower? I think Quez will have a better season just because he has a better skill set. Hightower was used the wrong way. I don't know why. Like they should have, like they used him on go routes last year, like just straight up. I don't get why they used him. Yeah, he got, Hightower had some problems with drops last year, and then he fixed it up. But they have to look at that Boise State tape and they have to use him middle of the field. They have to work him to the middle of the field, and they were just using him on just go routes, and I don't know why. Just going deep and that's it most of the time, or maybe some curls once in a while. But I mean that's really it. You know what I mean? Noah the Beast said, I think the Eagles can get 7 to 8 wins at most. I think they can get more. Bergen 31, what's going on, man? What's going on, bro? Philly Girl says, Wentz needs to be done career-wise. It's getting to that point now. Bergen says, brittle Wentz. Ohami Sam says, saw an article last night Jeffrey had to work out with New Orleans Saints wasting their time. Do they remember when Jeffrey handed them a playoff win? Yeah, because Michael Thomas is out because he got surgery. They need another receiver, so I don't know if they have some they can pick from the bunch. Des Bryant, like I said, Kenny Stills. I remember when the Eagles almost signed Kenny Stills a few years back. I remember. I think it was 2017 before we signed Alshon Jeffrey. Collins says the Ward can play everywhere, but he plays the best in the slot. That's 100% true. Dan Francisco says, should we really be worried about Smith injury, or is it just a minor thing overall? I think it's a minor thing. But, they got to be careful with him. I wouldn't put him on special teams this year. I wouldn't do that. Comments to Sanders should get 1,000. I agree. Rishi Liar, what's going on, man? That's 6. I would trade J-Jaw for a veteran receiver or a retired receiver or a cheesesteak. I think the cheesesteak will help out more than the player, to be honest. For his worth, yeah, probably. Let's see. Justin Hurd says, is there enough room in the wide receiver room to have the starters Quiz, Hightower, and Ward? No, I think there's plenty of receivers. I think most of these receivers we've seen so much success. We've seen the short-term success out of these receivers. We haven't hit the surface with these guys yet. You know what I mean? That's why I have so much faith in this wide receiver group. I really do. You know what I mean? Alex Hayden says, even though Jalen has been up and down during camp, I take Jalen over Carson Wentz. Jalen is tough and actually cares about this team. Yeah, and I think, you know what, just being mentally tough is just one of the most dealing with adversity. Like, you're down 2 touchdowns, like it's the fourth quarter. Like, I want to see what Jalen Hurts, how he reacts to being down in games, and you know what I mean. Like, just let him go through the ups and downs of games in game and in a season. That's where it's going to be really important. Philly podcast says, I don't block no one. Nah, I mean, that's a problem. I would Joe, I would do the same thing. Like, I had over 150 people blocked on my channel. No joke. Charge goes to identify team will be rushing game defense, Hurts to Smith. Identity of team will be rushing game defense, Hurts Smith. Sorry, I cannot read today. I am pretty tired today, but yeah, definitely. And I think the read options are going to help a lot. I mean, look at all the attention that they did get when they went against the Saints. I mean, they had 100 yards apiece in rushing. I mean, just crazy. Commissar said Bridgewater is the Broncos. He is solid, but might not be the long-term solution. They should get Rodgers after this year. Or they trade for Deshaun Watson, pretty much. Philly Girl says, sometimes people think they are blocking people from themselves and not realizing they're actually doing something different, like blocking them from the channel happened on mine. Yeah, we're just blocking them from the stream or just for the time being on the stream. It's not the case, but that's what happens. Alex Hayes said, would you say our O-line strength is run or pass blocking? I feel like it'll be great run-first offense this year. Alex, I probably agree with that. The run first will probably be better. I think Isaac Samal is the weakest link on our offensive line just because I think his run blocking is more elite than his pass protection. That's just me, though. But, we'll see down the road. We'll see. Commissar says Smith just doesn't look excited for interviews. It might just be his personality. Nah, he's always like that in interviews. He's very he's fine. You know what I mean? Rich Lewis says, I swear the Eagles need to repair the turf or something because we get too many. Repair the turf. Write them a letter. Say, we need to repair the turf. Please repair the turf. Rishi Liar. Easy Money says Devon Smith, like he has a little Kawhi Leonard in him personally, personality-wise. He don't talk. He let his performance do the talking. Got to respect that. Yeah, I like that. And that's what I like a lot. Just like Alshon Jeffrey first got here. Remember Josh Norman, the first game of the season, and Jeffrey was like, I don't talk. Like, I just play, and that's it. You know what I mean? So, I like guys that have attitudes like that. Paul Mancini said Devon Smith's out 2 to 4 weeks, no preseason games, and a slow start for his career. I think he's only out 2 to 3 weeks. It's only said 2 to 3 weeks, and I think he'll be fine. I'm not worried about the how he's going to play. I mean, he's going to work his tail off to get back. You know what I mean? Like, he's got to sit obviously right now, but I think he'll be totally fine. I'm not really worried about it too much. I think the chemistry is there between him and Hurts, so I'm not really worried about it too much. Once he gets his feet wet during the game, that's how it's going to be. So. Charge goes to Richard Larry. I got to need something about that turf that hurts players. I thought that also. James Strong says, what's up, everyone? Hurts best throw of the day. Steven Nelson's getting cooked by someone. Yeah, unfortunately. Eagle Slayer says, Calvin Ridley. Yes, I think Devontae Smith has almost the same skill set as Calvin Ridley. Gets a free release off the line and, is good at routes. But I think, obviously, Devontae Smith is better. That's just me, though. Okay. Message from a goalie said, damn trolls ruined it. Now we lost our moderator wrenches. I'm going to give out wrenches back, but unfortunately I'm just not giving them out like I used to because somebody abused it. And you know what? I can't Because if someone gets blocked, I'm gonna know about it. So now I'm always checking if someone's blocked. So if I find out somebody's blocked, then yeah. Nitro Freak, what's going on, man? I said it's not good when our first round pick already has a leg injury when people have said consistently the guy is too skinny. Yeah, and I've always thought he was skinny, but hopefully he turns it around, and it just has a strong start. Hopefully they have the chemistry with Jalen Hurts. Hopefully the chemistry is good, but we're just gonna have to just see. It's a wait and see approach with it, and just hopefully it'll work out. If you guys haven't subscribed to Nitro Freaks channel, subscribe to his channel. He covers the Eagles and the Sixers, Flyers. He does a lot of videos. If you guys check him out, he has a Fly Like an Eagle podcast on his channel, so definitely check him out. Check his channel out. You won't regret it. I've known Nitro Freak for a long time. Great channel, great person, and it's straight up with everything, guys. You guys want straight up Eagles content, and doesn't sugarcoat anything. Go to his channel. You won't regret it. Show Enough says they did the same thing on 500's channel. Actually 500 after the stream, he actually talked to me and was like, you should probably check see if people are blocked. And I was like, I doubt it, but let me check. I checked and I had over 150 people unhidden or hidden on the channel, which means they were blocked. And I had moderators that, unfortunately, I had to just X everybody off, unfortunately. So it's unfortunate. Don't like to see that, but Paul Massisi really has 20-plus pounds on Smith and is listed 6'1", 195. Obviously, a little bit slower, definitely. Jay Shuck says, no, it's just I deleted those comments. Okay. The Philly Talk podcast going on, man. Shout out to you and Bad Dog. I didn't realize how many people were blocked. Yeah, it's happened constantly. A lot. So, it's been absolutely insane. Ohana Means Family said, who's the best Eagles coach? The best Eagles coach that we've had? I mean, man, I wasn't alive too long. I'm only 30 years old, so I can't go back too far. But as far as I, remember, you could go back to, at this point, I don't even know. I haven't really even, but Andy Reid has been like the best coach we've ever had, where we've been to multiple NFC championships and obviously a Super Bowl appearance. And, it's hard because you don't have a Super Bowl with him, but at the same time, Doug, I thought was going to be such a long-term coach, and really, just surprisingly how fast it went. You know what I mean? Garen's text says Zeke has to be the most overrated player. I feel he's not the greatest. Saquon is always hurt, and Gibson is good for Washington, but Sanders is the best running back in the NFC East. Sanders is a gadget. Is more of a gadget running back that could be. I don't know if look, having a 3-down back is just so old school now. Like you need a 1-2 punch. Like or you need 3 running backs. Like you can't have one running back doing everything every single year. And Zeke, I don't think he's good as he used to be. I think he's still great, but I don't think he's good as he used to be. Like when 2015, he doesn't get those free runs anymore. He doesn't get those home run. He's not a home run hitting running back anymore, unfortunately. So, Ohana says, I think we may have underpaid Steven Nelson. I think we got a steal. I think we did too. We paid him. We met him halfway. We paid him $4 million. It is what it is. MS17 says, look, Eagles are going to be bad for a while. Let's be real. I don't think they will. I think within 2 years they can actually turn this team around if they do right by their draft picks and they develop the right, way, and this coaching staff is the right coaching staff. We're just going to have to see. It's too early to tell, but I have good feelings about it. Jay Young says, how long have you been live? I've been live for an hour and 47 minutes as of right now. George goes to MS17, I think week 4 before they get online fixed. Agree. Said, which Eagle will surprise us and which will not live up to the expectations? Dillard's not living up to the expectations. Barnett's not living up to the expectations. I don't know. Surprise us. Sweat is going to be a big surprise once he starts balling out. I think TJ Edwards will surprise us. I think he's a linebacker that hasn't had enough reps and has been sitting on the bench for too long and finally going to spread his wings and fly with this team at linebacker. I think there's a lot of people, you know what I mean? Let's see. Tanishberger says, has the best chance to the Eagles to be a Hall of Famer. The best chance, Devontae Smith, down the hands down. Hands down. Gannistek says, "Yeah, Barkley is a beast when healthy, but can't stay healthy." It's unfortunate with him. He's already got he's on PUP list right now. I think he's already on PUP list. It's crazy. Corey Little says Quez Watkins is going to be a sleeper this year. Get your popcorn ready. I'm excited. Sharkies Girl said, "Bobby, you think Browns will make the playoffs again?" I think they will. They got their defense is going to be nuts this year. That defensive line is stacked. Thomas Parker says Fletcher Cox is the best chance to be a Hall of Famer on the Eagles. Okay. Corey Lewis says I say he's 9-7 just because we'll have injuries. We'll see what happens by that time. Kelsey will be a Hall of Famer. That's definite. Ohana means family said, if Hurts doesn't live to the expectations, do you think the Eagles will give it another shot or they will go for a QB next offseason? I so badly want to see Hurts have success. I think they'll trade for somebody. I have a feeling they will. They're not going to wait because you know what? They're not going to want to. Depends where our first round pick is. Depends where our first round pick is this year. So I'm not really sure. It depends. The Miami Dolphins first round pick. It depends where our pick is. Like if they feel like they have to trade for up in the draft for a quarterback, which this quarterback draft is not good. Then I don't know. Then they're going to have to figure it out. Then I think they were interested this year in Watson, but unfortunately, with all this stuff going on with him, it's harder for them to even try to even nag him off that roster right now. So it should be interesting. Robbie Gravina says Eagles restructure Barnett and Lane Johnson. Who are they making room for? They got restructured as of right now. Is that even true? I got to see this. Is that even true? I got to see if that's true because that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I thought they should have extended Barnett. I thought they should have at least extended Barnett. Oh, they did. Wow. Lane Johnson restructure. The Eagles have restructured the contract of Derek Barnett and Lane Johnson. According to source from there, they're thinking the move frees up cap this year, which can push into 2022. Believed to be part of an overall cap management, not for one specific purpose or player. So obviously, it's saying it's not. It's believed to not be because of they're freeing up money for a player, but it could be something else. So. I don't know. That's definitely something to talk about. But I don't think if that's not the case, then it's not the case. Maybe they're not trading for anybody. I don't know. But that's definitely something else to put out there, though. Jason, are you watching the Philly podcast thing tonight? I will be watching. Yes, I will. I'm excited for that. I was going to be with them tonight, but I got some stuff to do. I have to clean the house. I got stuff to do around the house, so... Victor says Hightower can burn cornerbacks in the game. If he didn't have a drop problem and a Wentz problem, we would be very high on him right now. I think that's true. I think we put too much down on Hightower. Obviously, the drops were definitely a problem, but I think he is good. I think he's very productive, and I think when used the right way with all the other weapons we have on the field, he's going to be a really good role player for us and be very productive. So I'm not high on Hightower. I'm very high on him as well as Quez Watkins. That's definite. You know what I mean? This chat's going so fast. I can't keep up. David, Darren, Hurts will give everything he has. I hope it's enough, and I think it will. Dave said, Bama fan and nothing but respect for the man. Hey, if you've watched him for this long and you feel good about him, that's great. I feel good about him too. Marchie, if Hurts balls out and his top 7-8 NFL QBs this season, do you give a franchise QB contract or no? Let him play out his contract, bro. No, not now. No, definitely not. I would still. You never give a contract too early. Just like you just never give a contract way too early. Like with Hurts, you let him play out his rookie. He's got 2 more years after this year, so let him play out his contract. You know what I mean? Just let him play it out. Mess from Golden Eagles, so he passed on Metcalf, Jefferson, JOK, McLaurin, AJ Brown. You go down the list. He's missed on a lot. He missed on for that second round pick. He missed out on a lot of starting caliber receivers. And second round picks are great, guys. When you pick the right player, they're fantastic. So Rishi says Hightower's had a good camp from what I've seen. Yeah, he's had a solid camp so far. We got to see more though. Chris here says, should we be worried about Nelson getting beat so much in camp? I'd wait till they get pads on. I'd wait till they get pads on. Like when it's very easy for receivers to catch the ball when they don't have pads and they're just catching it normally. And I just wait. I mean, if you see Devontae Smith burn him, it's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? It's not a bad thing at all. You know what I mean? Like if he's burning the whole defense like that, it's not a bad thing. So. Paul says Eagles QB room average a C as a group. Freeman Loomis says I can see Hurts have like an RG3 type season like his rookie year. It's really going to depend on the run game, and I think a run game should be fantastic if the offensive line stays healthy. Jeff Vreeland says I hope Howie doesn't have to say in a weekly game plan or player selection. Bobby Murphy says reports are Gannon running a lot of 3-4 in camp with Avery at rushing outside linebacker. Yeah, I've heard he's doing multiple fronts. That's what's going to be interesting. Multiple fronts, and Avery is definitely going back to his original position, which I did like. Putting him at defensive end was not the right thing to do with him when we traded for him in 2019 for a 4th-round pick at the trade deadline. The trade deadline. Commissar said Hurts can be clutch, but I want to see consistency from the beginning to end. I don't want to see him be like Dak and throw a ton of yards in garbage time, but look bad in the beginning. Yeah, understandably. He's going to make mistakes, okay? Like, it's going to happen, but it's how he capitalizes on his mistakes, how he deals with adversity. That's where it's going to make a huge difference. Jay Young says, Philly the podcast still in here. I have to tell him something. I don't know if he's still here. Ohana Means says, when is the next stream? It's either going to be tomorrow or the next day. Tomorrow or the next day. I'm not sure yet. I'll know by tomorrow if we're going to have one tomorrow. Most likely probably Wednesday, but I don't know yet. But just look out for the post. Glad I didn't get blocked. Yeah. Smith reminds me of Marvin Harris. To be honest, the route running is very similar, and they were about the same weight and size. Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. They always compare to Marvin Harrison. So, Gavin Stack says, you and 500 are the best duo. Appreciate it, man. We love doing our podcast. It's so much fun and always have fun doing it. You know what I mean? Joel Max said, Joey, I think we'll be number one rushing team with these running backs and Hurts also scrambling. You think we could be as good as the team Vic was part of? Yeah, it could. I mean, look. That scrambling ability is going to save us, especially extending plays, and it's going to save us with these receivers. The tight ends are going to have the running backs that go out for passes. You're going to have mismatches on the field, and I think they're going to exploit that, and Hurts is going to have a really good year. So, Eagle Slayer says, blocking doesn't apply to me. I'm untouchable. No, you're untouchable. Commissar Doug Pierce is the best in my opinion because he won the Super Bowl, but Reed had the most success. Don't even get me started with the doofus that is Chip Kelly. No, I agree. Sharks goes to Goddard has a lot of injuries also. Yeah, it seems like every 6 games, like Goddard gets injured on something, weird. Eagle Slayer hates Jalen Reagor and always will, and I hope he proves him wrong. Sharks goes to MJ the Goat, then Bird, then Akeem Olajuwon, LeBron overrated. Gavin Stacks says, Smitty, you got to be careful with those pencil legs through. They are so skinny. Yeah, they are skinny. Jason Wall, what's going on, man? I said, wheelchair Wentz. It's true. Can't deny it anymore. And it is true. Monash Josh said, do you think we need an X receiver, trade Ertz and get an X? No, why we need it? We already have an X receiver. We're good with Devontae Smith. Joe Jones said, can I do a poll right now? Cowboys or Steelers just for fun? David Darrell says maybe Watson to Indy could happen. Could. Shark says Mahomes sounds like Kermit. Commissar says that's interesting that they did the restructure. Wonder why. I don't know. I'll read it one more time. This way everyone hears it. Says the Eagles have restructured the contracts of Derek Barnett, Lane Johnson, according to a source familiar to their thinking. The move frees up. It's not saying how much. It has a money sign. The moves free up cap space this year, which can push into 22, believed to be a part of an overall cap management, not for specific purpose player. This is mostly going to be just a move to get our cap right next year. Other than that, that's it. But that's definitely they didn't restructure Lane earlier this year. They were going to, and they didn't. So if they restructured Derek Barnett and restructured Lane Johnson, that means. I don't know. Should be a lot of money coming to us between this year and next year. I don't know. I want to see how much they free up this year and next year. We'll see what happens. We'll see. We've been on the stream for an hour and 58 minutes. Been very good. We have 131 people in here. Appreciate everybody being here today. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe. We cover Eagles news all year round, guys. It's been a lot of fun. Appreciate everybody being here tonight or today. It is 6 o'clock p.m. Because usually I do these really late, but I'm trying to do these like middle of the day right after camp, which definitely helps. If you guys haven't liked this stream, please like up the stream. Much appreciated. I'm going to go for another couple minutes, guys. 2 hours I think is enough for today to get over everything. So I'll go over a couple more questions. I'll go over another couple minutes, and we'll head out. Jay Young said, I know this is a dumb question, but how long is Jalen Hurts' contract? I hate to ask that. Oh no, it's his contract is up. His contract is up in 2023. So after the 2023 season, his contract is up. Don't be afraid to ask questions that are like everyone's gonna be like, "Are you serious?" Like, don't worry about it. Like, there's casual fans that come on this channel. Like, there's casual fans that don't like follow the Eagles every single day. You know what I mean? So don't feel embarrassed if you're asked a question like that. So, Okay. Neil said probably a good thing if our receivers can get separation against Nelson as a solid corner. Mythic Shao says, what do you think of our record will be, and what do you think the NFC quarterbacks will rank at the end of the beginning of the season? I think we could win 7 to 9 games, and I honestly think we could win more than 9 if everything goes right. And ranking the quarterbacks, I don't even care about it, man. I'm not into the numbers of the quarterbacks. It is what it is, but it doesn't matter to me. Hanami's family says, which would you rather have lead your franchise, Wentz or Drew Lock? Obviously it's going to be Drew Lock if Wentz gets hurt like this all the time. It's not good. It's not like saying Drew Lock's anything special either, but Nell says, aren't we supposed to have a lot of cap space next year? We're going to have draft picks. We're actually going to be under the cap, guys. We're actually going to be under the cap, not owing money or nothing. We're going to be under the cap next year. It's going to be nice. It's going to be really nice. Comment Star says, got to go, Joey. All right, Comment. Appreciate you being here, man. Jason says, but it's a dumb question. I love you guys. I said, ooh, that question. It's all good. It's all good. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. I think we covered almost everything. I enjoyed this Q&A today. Look for the Philly Shakedown podcast this Saturday on this channel. Should be a lot of fun to go over camp. We got pads on tomorrow, so gonna have some videos, gonna have some clips, gonna add in some stuff. It's gonna be a lot of fun this week. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, like the stream, hit the like button right now if you guys have it. And other than that, guys, that's it. Look for the next video. There's plenty to watch today. Have 3 videos out today. I love all you guys. Sorry about the moderators. I did take away moderators. I deleted moderators. There's no wrenches on. No one has any wrenches right now. Okay. There was over 150 people blocked on this channel. Over 150 people were blocked on this channel. That's ridiculous. And I want to apologize for that. So if you're returning, I did not block you. Someone else blocked you. Okay. And these are blocks from when I first started on YouTube. So that list has been there probably for 5 years, 6 years almost. Like, that's how long it's been there. But love all you guys. Okay. Subscribe, like the video before you leave, like the stream before you leave, and I'll see you guys later. Shakes, what up, follow us live. Peace out, guys. Peace.